I'll mind my business.
Call from
Ernesto.
an inmate at the Cobb County Adult Detention Facility. To accept this call, your current balance is $16.21. This call is from a correction facility and is subject to monitoring and recording. Thank you for using Global Tellink.
How you doing that cold?
Oh my God. I'm not going out today. It's awful. It's straight look like up north outside.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not supposed to be like that here.
Oh.
That's crazy. It's only 50 degrees in Miami, so it's kind of cold there, but it's, it's not too much, so. Yeah, how cold is it in there?
No, it's cold in here. For real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to call it. Yeah, I'm trying to do that too. How are the workers doing? Are they bundled up too? The CO?
Oh, I don't know.
Did they show up today?
Yeah. Someone did, I guess. I ain't even paid no attention, to be honest with you.
Right. I'll be like, not working in these conditions. Y'all need to turn this shit up. That's ridiculous.
It's another holiday. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think the snow won't melt till what? Monday?
Yeah. But tomorrow probably the sun come out.
It's a good couple of inches on the grass. You can't see the grass.
Oh, okay. That should make it.
And the roads are starting to melt. But they were covered this morning. After you called me, I got up because my granddaughter came around and was like, "It's snow." I was like, "Why are you excited?" You can get excited to this joint. The hell? Were they closed Publix too, or just some little stores you closed?
I don't know. I ain't been out there in almost 3 years, so I don't know what's going on now.
I mean, you were here in the last most.
They probably got robots to bring your food now.
Right. You see how California is gone.
Okay, so
LA has burnt up.
How do you think that happened?
Oh, that was by design, because that's where the new AI city is supposed to be anyway. So all that was by design.
What?
There's no coincidence like that. And all the water supply is gone, and no fire department. And it spread that fast. All of that was by design, like Katrina, like North Carolina, all of that stuff.
So you're saying all them houses burn up?
Yes, neighborhoods, because remember, it's supposed to be an AI smart city built in LA. Where were they going to put it? So now, 2 months ago, State Farm dropped 70,000 people from fire insurance. They just dropped them, right? So 70,000 people in LA don't have fire insurance. And then 2 months later, what was it? They said about 10,000 acres or whatever, and all these homes are destroyed, like whole neighborhood gone. All the houses on Malibu, with the exception of maybe 5, are burnt. All those houses that just sat there on the ocean, gone. It might be 3 that's standing. All of them gone.
How did them houses burn by the ocean? I'm trying to figure out on fire.
They burnt up, gone. There's nothing there.
Ain't no grass, nothing by there.
Right.
There. So how they
Right. No brush, none of that. On the beach, all of the houses gone. And so it's not a coincidence. Too many things align, and you just got to 1 + 1 +, what I'm saying? It's some bullshit. So, and then the governor touched down, was walking around and was saying, "Oh, I'm trying to call the president." Well, at this point, what are you walking around for? Y'all did everything by design. Y'all made sure there was no water in the fire hydrant. Y'all cut the fire department budget by $17 million. He just did this. He put this stupid ass mayor put libraries. Ahead of fire. Fire to be right there with police. Safety and lives. You know, anything ahead of firefighting. The firefighting budget was at the very bottom, and it was negative $17 million. She put everything ahead of fire. Fire to be right there with police. Safety and lives. You know, police and fire should be number one, number two. Fire was at the very second to last on the list of the budget. And after fire was streets. So you put fire down there with streets. And you know, LA don't really have bad streets because they don't have snow and trucks that's dropping salt. You know, unless they have an earthquake every week, the streets are fine. You know? So I get that. But fire's supposed to be number two on the list. She got cannabis. She got all these other little things on the list that don't even matter.
Okay. So wait a minute now, because I ain't gonna send the phone long. But those like 4 or 5 different spots they caught on fire.
Oh yeah, Palisade, Malibu. All the stores are gone. Businesses are gone.
This is a football stadium too. They just built. Is that true?
I don't know. I don't see anything about the fire. About the stadium. I just saw shops and stores, plazas, and just a whole bunch of neighborhoods just gone. Like.
So how you think it started again? Let me hear that.
So they trying to say they found the arsonist. How you find the arsonist? They're trying to say, you know, I feel like it's the same shit with the Luigi, with the guy who they're trying to say killed the CEO of United Healthcare. I feel like it's the same setup. You know, you pull somebody out the crowd and put it on his ass and say, this who did it. Like, how do you know he did it? You know, but you're going to give somebody got to be the fall guy for everything they do. And then we're supposed to be like, oh, okay, that's where it came from, instead of, no. But I watched a video like 6-7 months ago of these people that were paid to start these fires. And they videoed themselves with this truck. They was driving down the road, and it was igniting the brush on the road. And the guy was just filming it, saying, this is how the brush fires start. You know, they pay us to deliberately start these fires. And then, boom, all that brushland catches, and then the wind blows, and it blows towards the city.
So they don't get locked up for that?
They didn't show no faces.
Sorry, y'all, but I'm here. Hopefully, y'all can hear me. Sure, I got a phone call. I've been trying to get off of it. But hey, everybody, happy Sunday. I thought I'd bring y'all some new since y'all been, doing the throwback calls with me. This is from January 10th, 2025. If you're a part of members, y'all got the Bible study tutor, right? Did y'all get the message from Job? Members only. I see y'all cutting up. My apologies. Y'all know I don't try to be late, but I am here. Let me get caught up. I'm not gonna speak to everybody, but I will speak as I read the comments. Okay, hey Rainbow. Oh God. My goodness. Jay Blake says, how a dumb hen calling anybody stupid. Baby, you know she the smartest person on earth, but yet she has not been able to figure out or outsmart the Georgia system to get her man out. But she know everything about everything, okay? Hey, MJ. Hey, LC. Just peeking. Hey, Coffee and Convos. Okay, that's me, man. Y'all know I'm coming. Thank you, Mods, for holding it down for me. Miss E, I saw Nesto's Shackle Shuffle Walk of Shame in here. Okay, silly side here knows that the calls are being played on YouTube. She knows that she is talking stupid talk and is because pretty much these conversations are for us now, Mrs. CLC. So now she's a fire expert, babies. You know she is a conspiracy expert, okay, in all things. Miss Veronica, girl, you should be rich with all the knowledge off of every profession, and should. She knows how to do everything, but how to get her man out. How is the mayor supposed to stop hurricanes, force winds, doomed and gloom reporter? Nesto said, now what is the conspiracy? Hey, B. Williams. Hey, Georgia Peach. Nesto said, I ain't sitting on the phone long. He's sick of her. Hey, Vic to the Veil. Please like the live. Thank y'all so much for being patient with me. Oh, I should have never answered that call. So close to the live. Okay. I had a conspiracy theory tendencies until I listened to this foolish hoe. Salty Buzzer say, I've been listen, I've been cured of my conspiracy theory tendencies. Okay. She doesn't believe anything unless Nesto says it, right? Hello, weather on the porch is nice today. Yes, it's really nice here in Florida. He was like, I don't feel like hearing about all of this stuff today. This the only person he got to talk to, so he better make it do what it do. Silly side here used to be a firefighter, a captain of the firefighters. Baby, she is the fire, the water. She all things. What is this? Conspiracy theory A B is bitch. I don't know what this first QNON is. I don't know what that is, but she's good at disregarding evidence. Yes. He's only tolerates her, yeah, on these calls because nobody else will be bothered with him. That's true, MJ. UHC murder. Nice breeze at all. Yes, TS Toy. Hey, cross country cruiser. Job is tired. He tired. Not tired. He tired. Next week could be her indictment week. I've been checking like a crackhead, baby, waiting on my damn check on first of the month. Nothing has been updated. What happened to Luigi? We just stopped talking about his crazy cute self. Baby, go over there. They need to put him in there with Wade Wilson, honey. Says y'all think the men so cute. But I don't know what's going on with him. He's still in jail, ain't he? Hey, Eve has many faces. Sorry, I can't listen to the Bible later. I'm scared. She go pray, and I don't want those demons in my house. I understand, salty buzzer. Y'all got some iced tea out there. Okay, okay, okay. You know, sour lemons bought the lemonade. Hey, everybody. Hey, Thirsty Rabbit. Hey, just peeking. How much money was on the account? I don't know. I usually leave that part in there. Did I forget? In 10 years, Sonya will be the one of those women walking around downtown screaming conspiracies, baby. As soon as you come out of Walmart, have you heard the good news? Trying to hand you a pamphlet. Nesto or Fox. That's all the people she listened to, Nesto and Fox News. Hey, Miss Buckeye, thank you for being here. Hey, Miss Boogie Down. Okay. She works for the ATF. Hey, I said what I said. Hey, Shirley C. Okay. Almost to the bottom. We can get back into it. This call like 25 minutes, I think it is. It's not too long. But yeah, I'll see what it's giving.
You didn't. But if the government paid them to do it, you gotta understand a lot of this stuff the government be behind, and then they act like, oh my God, we can't believe that happened. You know, a lot of that stuff the government be like the design of it. You know what I'm saying? The cause of it. People keep thinking government is, you know, the be all, but right now you gotta think everybody that's in some type of position, from most preachers, not all, preachers to government, you know, they're the most wicked people out here because that control and that power. A lot of them aren't in it for the goodness of people. They're in it for the control, the power, and the money. So fuck everybody else. This is all we care about, you know? We're nothing to them. Just like how they go to war over something simple like we want the oil, and then they go send people over there to die for it. They don't give a shit. Oh, we lost 5,000 soldiers. Yeah, but did we get the oil? You know, they don't give a shit that 5,000 people died over something, you know, that they could have just paid for. We don't want to pay for it. We want it, you know? So and you're supposed to pay for it.
They're going to burn down over there by Hollywood, too? I see they said it was
Palisade, Sunset.
That was on fire, too.
A lot where all of the Hollywood stars, the celebrities, most of them lost their houses. Most of them. There's one guy stayed. He sat there. He said, my family. He wasn't a star or anybody, but his family had moved there in 1960, so he stood there with a water hose, and he made sure anytime anything came, he put the water on it. And another guy did that too. This other guy died trying to do that. But as long as you put the water on the house, like I'm surprised people just didn't have some type of water resistant tarp. I mean, fire resistant tarp you could just put on your house, you know, and you go out there because you do have at least an hour. You know when it's down the street it's coming, so you do have some time. It's not like you know, because a fire don't spread from house to house in a matter of seconds. You know, but then the one house don't have to be completely burned before it hit the next house. All they gotta do is the wind blows, you know, the fire to the next house, and it could start like 2 or 3 houses at the same time. And everything's just fucked. You know what I'm saying? And then you gotta look at the fact that they don't have insurance. A lot of these people are retired actors, you know, and the county owns the land. See how that worked out, right? So you own the house, but the county owns the land. And they got all these hard codes. So it's like, well, we'll pay you, you know, for this, that, and the other. And they'll get the property like they did Maui. You think Maui was a coincidence? But it worked, so they did it again. What was the big stake behind it?
Ernesto don't know what the hell she talking about at this point. Sorry. She already one of them ladies you on YouTube and is. She's on these government phones talking about what the government does, okay? The government do this, the government do that. That's why she got the subpoena. Worry about the damn government. Get some help. You get me? Salty Buzzer say, get help, please. Check yourself in. Put on your own straight jacket. Just get help. B. Williams, she's just sad, lonely, manic woman needing someone to talk to. And that's not ready to get off this phone. Hey, neighborhood watch. Hi, y'all. What drunk auntie talking about now? Conspiracies. It's like she an undercover government agent. Not FBI, no CIA. She just a government agent. Sonya, do yourself a favor and get a therapist, please. Get somebody that's get paid to listen to these crazy ass conspiracies that you want to talk about all the time. Sounds to me like she is in the wrong country. Oh my God, Shirley, see, I agree. Hey, all things joy. Sonya Nasty is locked up. I thought your purpose was to uplift his spirits. You are Debbie Downer. Baby, he need aspirin every time she leave. The logic is insane. Uh-oh. Went all the way up. Bitch ain't never heard a win. Yes, fire does spread from house to house in a matter of seconds. Nesto, he's not going into the arsonist business, baby, so he don't care. She just be babbling. She really tries to come across as such a smart cookie. Everything she says is like word for word from a news station that I've watched regarding the fires. She is one man with a water hose. Hey, Miss Fine, and thank you for the comment. They both talk past each other. Nesto over there probably watching TV. He probably done turn his whole body and head where he can look at the TV. You or your broke mom don't know nothing, so shut up. Hey, the honorable leg jury. She's so stupid she can't dump a cigarette but ain't start a wildfire in California. Big dummy. My God. This is the type person you see coming down the block with a busted lip, and you understand why. She should be a singer. She has amazing breath control. Now she is an expert in fires and how to save your house. Everything she said was reported from a news station in California. We're one where one man used his water hose to save his house from burning down. She needs a psychiatrist so they can prescribe her meds. She had nothing to talk about, just loves to complain, and now she's a government press secretary. I like that better than what I said she was. Right, take a breath, please. Can you just pause and see if Nesto want to add to the conversation?
I know. People
What happened with my
fussed a little bit, but it didn't.
It did rebuild, right? Start rebuilding.
No, Maui, no. No. These people are screwed. The land, from you think about it, they've been sitting on that land for 30 years, 40 years. And 30, 40 years ago, it was probably worth $50,000, $100,000. But now this shit's worth, $10 million. Those people don't have $10 million. Just like how they do regentrification when they go in a ghetto and raise the value of all the houses.
Not the
And
ghetto.
now your property
It's the
tax
hood.
is, $20,000 a year, as opposed to 10 years ago, it was $50 a year. So now people can't afford their houses, and they get pushed out, and here come the white people behind you and buy it.
So you're saying that it's going to be the new IA city. Is that what you said?
Yes, you're right, because that city was supposed to go up by 30. And 30 is only 5 years from now. So where are they going to put this city? Where are they going to put this smart city? There's no clear land in LA for a whole city. Think about it. They tell you things, and it's up to people to pay attention. A lot of people just don't pay attention. They hear it like COVID. He talked about COVID in 2011, and he made that speech, and he said, we have to depopulate. We have to get rid
Okay,
of
Miss
people.
Buckeye.
And people just didn't pay it no mind. And then when COVID came, oh, yeah, he did mention this. And they just went along with it, like, because it was mentioned. You get me? And then some people was like, hey, wait a minute. This shit don't even sound right, But not enough people were saying that because too many people fell in line with the bullshit. Because you got 39 million people that died from the vaccine across the world so far to date. So if they put things out there and people pay attention, but they don't. And that's because they keep you busy with your problems. And they throw things on TV for you to be distracted with. And so we thinking about, oh, what's going on with P. Diddy? And then what's going over here with this? And then they over there doing this shit over here. And then, poof. All of LA burnt up. Wow. They had fires. And then, I'm saying a week from now, everybody but the people affected has moved on to something else, not thinking this was a setup. That shit was no setup. State Farm, 70,000 policy. They just dropped fire 2 months prior to this. That's a coincidence. No. And then no fire trucks in sight. All the water fire hydrants don't even work. So if you wanted to try to put it out yourself, you couldn't. It's not a coincidence. It's all about design. That mayor, her whole speech
She
sounded
talking
like,
to herself,
we're
Penny
gonna,
Proud. She not
assess
talking
everything and
about
come
herself.
back
She
and
talking
girl,
to
what?
herself.
You sound stupid. Assess. It's supposed to be. If California is known for earthquakes, you always have it built for earthquakes. The situation prepared for earthquakes. They're known for fires. So why didn't you have it in place? It was deliberately taken out of place.
The government ain't tell you that?
Who the governor is and who your mayor is makes a difference where you live. People be thinking, oh, it doesn't matter. It matters because look how school.
Okay, so why did they pick LA just to do that for the smart city? Let me hear that part. And that's it.
The smart city?
Yeah. Why they pick LA?
That's don't say and that's it. Don't go past that. Just answer that question. Take a breath. Hush. That's it.
Hey, why did they pick Malibu?
Because it's prime real estate. But how do we get it? You know how we get it? We burn that shit. We burn it. Because it's a natural disaster. No one will ever think we did this on purpose. Because we're the government. We're not cruel. We're for the people, not against the people. The show be the tale. What have they ever done for us? When have the government ever done for the people? There's other countries out here where they don't charge taxes. They got all. We're like I think there's 3 other countries that have more oil than us. And
hey, all things joy.
2
she
countries
batshit
behind
crazy.
us, and all their citizens are middle class, upper middle class, and better. And they got less oil than us. So why are there poor people in America? Why are there ghettos in America? Why are there poor education? It's all by design. They deliberately don't educate a third or better of us, and mainly black people, because they don't want black people to thrive. So why?
Sure, we need a break. Oh my God. She just like hearing herself talking. This is a monologue. Oh my goodness. Remember, she's a clear person, so it's the ghetto in her mind. What's a AIA city? You and B. Williams was on the same thing, Vicky. Did he say IA instead of AI? Sounds like it for I think I had them block them out because y'all know this the second time. This is probably the third time I listened to this call because I have to I listen to them, then I gotta edit them and all that. Baby, oh Lord. You got me. Nope. You don't know why. Girl, what? Is she talking about herself? I told you she talking to herself because Nesto not saying shit. Okay, I think he does have dyslexia. I do the same. This is why I say he is neurodivergent, not to give him an excuse. I don't think you can give him an excuse, Vicky, at this point. You get me? Hell no. Shut up, fire hydrant Bill. Both of y'all got your edges snatched. Oh my God. Okay, B. Williams, but agree with you, Vic. If you going on and on like this with no response, you're crazy. I don't think she realized that he don't be talking back because she don't take time to even I thought I had to sneeze. She don't even take time to even let what she's saying soak in. Poor Nesto. Miss E say even I feel bad for Nesto. Let me hear that part. Let me hear that part. And that part only. Shut up. She bat is crazy. All lies. I hope Florida County got a vaccine to contain her. Me too, girl. Shut up. I thought you was going to quantify. Listen. Oh no, Shannon fell out the bushes. You okay? You out and back in the bushes. You outside today? Okay, Shan. Listen, is United States the only place that has lower class poor people? Hell, if that's the case, why people coming over here on a damn leaf, a hope and a damn prayer, illegally? We should have no immigration problems over here since we are so bad. She made me come out of the bushes with her dumb self. Smart city doesn't mean a new city. It means it would have advanced technology. Everything will be digital based, EV car friendly, etc. Well, they didn't tell her that part, okay? But you're white. Now she want to be black with us. She want the benefits if we get any. At this point, I'll be willing to pay for her ticket to any other country. We got you right here. I'm gonna have to. We got you right here on the front porch, Sonya. The people say we willing to give money, okay, to get your ass the hell up out of here. Listen, I'm like, y'all go listen to this damn call. Oh my God. Who is that that said thank you? B. Williams. Y'all go get this damn call. And this is the longest call they have in January 2025. This is the longest call they have. I think she's scared, y'all, because she ain't doing no damn talking. Damn, Sonya, you and Ernesto were offered a free education and didn't learn a damn thing. You would have never learned anything with a harder curriculum. That's true. She does look like Fire Marshal Bill instead of let me show you something. It's You get me? You get me? Hey, I'm sorry, it's Nesto's lead attorney. Welcome. This woman is playing nuts and never, ever had ambitions. No, never had no business, can never start anything. All she knows is how to lie, talk shit, and do it on Monday, right? That's all she knows. She has allowed YouTube to ruin her life. I agree. She doesn't realize that speaking conspiracies doesn't stop you guys from playing the calls. It don't. It uses all of her money, phones and visits. Baby, $20 gonna take him for 3 months the way they hanging up on these calls. They both need to be deported back to hell. Oh my God. Y'all, I'm like, this is ridiculous. Doing good. Okay, y'all. Y'all just speaking. Hey, Glorious. Hey, Snoop. All this shit she talking about the US government and getting assistance. USA is not the only first world country that has low income people. The USA has left it wide open for people from everywhere to earn, buy property, and set up businesses with tax breaks. If the government stopped that SSI check, that ass will be crying. Big facts. On which you says just a low life hen. Hey, that ain't got nothing to do with me. Sonya, we gonna show you how to do a GoFundMe so you can get the F out of this country and never come back. And you gotta mail us back your passport so your ass can come back when we do the GoFundMe. That's when you'll get your second drop, okay? We gotta come up with something to get her ass up out of here.
Why is education in the ghetto still fucked up to this day? Why? And no one's complaining, and no one's talking about it. No one's going down to the board of education where everybody's sitting behind the table is black, knowing damn well why do people over here in this low income area don't have the same education as the people up in North Atlanta. It should be equal. It shouldn't be just because you're a little poor, we want you stupid.
It being that way. So why are you outraged? Why does she have the fake outrage when it's been that way from slavery until present time and day? We've always been the underdogs, right? So Why is she acting like she telling him something so profound, like she just figured this out, like she cracked the damn code? Like, how do you know what people are talking about? How do you know that there aren't people out here rallying for equal education? How do you know this, ma'am? Here we have waivers where kids can you can go to private schools, and then if a public school has like a program, you can ask to, I forgot what they call it. You could do school choice. I think that's what they call it here, school choice. So it's still up to the parents. Your kid education is up to you. And then we do have the ones that homeschool, like my good sis L said.
Because you can't get a job. You can't compete with what's out there. So what you got to
Okay, well, you seem like you grew up in an awesome neighborhood with an awesome dad. What happened to your damn education, ma'am? Why aren't you a college grad? Why don't you have a PhD or MD? Please tell us. Do tell.
eat, you know? It's all about design. You got to think of how this shit works. People just really don't think. They just surfacely go about life and don't think about everything that's by design. The education and the criminal justice system is the only thing that's racist in America because
That's a damn lie. Your ass racist.
heavily populated with black people, which are one of the least populated race in the state or in the country. So we are majority uneducated. We are the majority in jail. It's all by design. Everything else about America is, whatever.
She got to
So
give
the
us
two
some
things that are
salty
racist
buzz.
is criminal justice and education. And that was by design all the way since slaves were freed. And no one's ever tried to go in and restructure those.
Have you heard of hold on. But we could care less about education. He dropped out in the 5th grade. Isn't it Browns versus education? Did she not heard of that? Is that right? Think she heard of Ruby, y'all, on this good February Black History Month. Do we need to take her to school? Do we need to educate her or educate her? Okay. She should stay now that her precious orange savior is president and will remove those terrible social programs she needs to survive. I can't wait for him to do it to her. Okay. She's white. That's why. Okay. That's why she don't know. Yes, yes, yes. Go fund me for a one-way ticket to Africa. Remember, you were going to Africa. These YouTube streets will pay for you to go and never return. We will. She constantly speaking to him as if he's locked up in a foreign country, or as if he woke. He don't know what the hell she talking about. Because the only thing he was worried about out here when he was in the free world was having sex with different women and getting money by scamming women. He don't care about this. She loves to keep him down. She basically hexing him by letting him know you're never getting out because of the system. Hey, her dumb already talking about sending prisoners like her man, to Guantanamo Bay. She can't hitch a ride with him. Yeah, good. Go ahead. Follow your man, Sonya. Isn't Sonya going to lose her EBT under the new rule? She's of able body to work at McDonald's. Thank you, Nestos. Uh-oh. She might enjoy Cuba. That's too close to Florida. I'm just imagining how holding the phone while rolling his eyes and saying, "Bitch, please, Miss E." I'm telling you, he watching TV. I don't even hear him breathing. She has a PhD in conspiracies and B's, or is that BS? I'm just imagining him holding the phone while rolling his eyes and say, okay, it gave it to it posted it twice, Miss E. Or a job and not depending on the government. She'll need to pay taxes, but she know everything. Black women are the most educated, and she probably never heard of HBCUs either, the way she's talking. She sure is. She'll have to work 25 hours to receive a little $100 EBT monthly stipend. Really? I hope Nesto interrupts her and asks her how her business is going. He's not. She gonna go all the way. Jewel, sh- y'all. She gonna take it to New Orleans. She gonna go all around the world. Ladies, I have all I could take a Saya today. Log it off. Have a good evening. Bye, MJ. She ain't gonna learn. She can't spell Africa. Great news. Son, you grew up in a wealthy neighborhood. You had a great start. What had happened to you? Did you earn a bachelor's, master's, or PhD since you grew up privileged neighborhood? Do tell. You may also consider becoming a member super chat. Listen, Nestos is like, you know what? I'm just gonna work the chat. I'm just mod today. Y'all, listen to my mod, okay? If you need a quick diversion, read Nestos. Okay, she's like, comment, subscribe to the channel. She got a cash out down here. Please, super chat, stickers, members, milestone. I'm sick of her. Okay, she's on disability. Please don't send her here. We are full. Chanel said we don't want her. You mean DEI, Vicky? Hell, but we loves low educated people. That's who he targets. She done forgot all about that. Hey, everybody coming in. Y'all, we got to take breaks just to get away from her voice. She has never heard of HBCU. She grew up in a wealthy Ivy League college for Sonya, because she really out here acting as if um we're just doomed if we're black and we're not, if we don't have money, if we grow up low income in the ghetto, like you're doomed. But we have scholarships here in the state of Florida. They have different ways for you to ensure that your kid can have a great education outside of their zone school. I can't speak for that here in Florida. Like I said, we have a McKay scholarship, and there's another scholarship. It's income based. I don't have kids in school, so I'm trying to remember them off the top of my head. And we do have school choice, where a school has like a program that your kid is interested in, you can get your kid in there, but you're just gonna be responsible for them getting to and from school. Go on, silly Sonya, run for office, stand on your soapbox. South Africa. Listen, Chanel, like, we don't want them, okay?
Systems. They just let it roll. No matter how many black folks you put in power, they seem to worry about everything but the main thing that's got their people fucked up, which is education and criminal justice.
Hey, new chapter.
So
hey,
that's why it
guys.
does not behoove anyone to vote black, because nobody in any history of a black city with black people in control have changed anything about the criminal justice and the education with black people. Black mayor, black board of education, they don't give a fuck. Black DA, whoever, they don't care. They don't care. It's all about getting their pockets right. You know?
Well, one thing I will say, just because a person of color is in a elected position, they're not the president of black people. You know what I'm saying? Or the mayor for black people. They should represent everyone because they are in that particular region, that city, that state, or the United States. So we want to be made, we want to be the primary, persons that have finally get our opportunity to feel equal, but that's just not going to happen. They can't just say, okay, now that I've made it, I'm going to just look out for this particular class or people or race. That's just not going to happen. That's why we do have to pull each other up and do help each other and support each other, businesses and so on, come together as a community. But we're not. I don't think anybody's sitting here waiting on the government to do that.
I'm getting that Gucci sweater. Okay. But yeah, all that spot design.
A Gucci.
That's the whole shit with California. Now watch that city pop up. Just like Katrina. Katrina
Oh,
was like that
Nesto.
because they fuck with the weather. They wanted all that
That's
crime
Senator
business
Negro.
all them broke ass Negroes had.
Hey, new
So what did
chapter.
they do as soon as that hurricane hit? They pushed them all to Texas. Come on, we're gonna move you all to Texas. They like, huh? Yeah, because it's too fucked up here, and we can't do anything with you guys. We don't have shelter. Da 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 da. So we're gonna move you all to Texas. Remember they shipped all those black folks to
Please
Texas,
stop.
all of them in the low income area, and we're gonna give you $1,000 for your property because it's no good. And they're like, what? $1,000? I'll take that. Knowing damn well the property ain't worth $1,000. But if you're uneducated, you don't know no better, you just thinking, they're helping us. They're going to take that little punk ass $1,000. Now that same property.
And that's another lie. There's a lot of people that was in New Orleans that stayed and tried to, rebuild. But a lot of contractors got their money and ran off with it. I knew I had a sneeze coming up. I'm sorry, y'all. A lot of people got scammed, like with people like Nesto. Like they came out, said they were going to fix things, asked them for the money. Some people gave them all the money up front. Some of them didn't. And they ran off with their money.
Property today is worth $5 to $10 million. Why? Because the white folks moved in, built a house. And how much do you pay for this land? I got it for $1,000 after Katrina. Huh? What? I knew that. Right.
Why you didn't buy none?
Go to wherever, North Carolina, where was it? New Orleans, and get some land. I told my brother, I said, that was a setup. And all of that property is going to be worth millions in 10 years. Go in there, in them projects, go in them ghettos, and grab that land. Because they're going to turn that into something. I go down there now and see what it's looking like. That same area that was the hood that they washed out. And that just weren't supposed to do what they did.
Nesto like,
You just gotta really. People when people are distracted with their life and everything that's going on wrong, they don't think about nothing else outside the door, outside their house. I gotta make sure my rent is paid. I don't have time. They just worry about. But everything affects everybody eventually. It touches you somehow. Why do you think the government's only like, what, 0.5% of the population? So how do they control the whole population? How do we control them? We overtax them, that keeps them broke, starve them, We throw all of this bullshit on TV to entertain them, They go, just put Beyonce out there. Come on, we need Beyonce, you know what I'm saying? And, ooh, Beyonce. And then everybody's fucking like distracted. Did you see Beyonce at the football game? Oh my God, did you see Beyonce at the football? You get me? It's just a clown show. That's all it is. And then you just forget about.
She's so fucking unhappy.
Come on, we're gonna give Ukraine. This man just gave Ukraine another $50 billion.
Nesto probably done laid the phone down, y'all. What y'all think? He got a mute on that phone. We have to take another short break because she done got my last nerve. We're only hearing about the bad Black politicians. There are probably a ton of them who are doing amazing things in their area. That's true. I guess we're all still working in a damn cotton fields according to her logic. That's what it's giving. Shit, every damn body broke, uneducated, and fucking miserable according to her damn standards. I worked, husband worked, kids are now an engineer and pharmacist. Talk your shit. We live in Cobb County. No help ever. In the way that she is talking with all this knowledge, how smart she is, how educated she is, how woke she is, all this information that she knows that are going on out here, she still has not taken advantage of it. She's still broke as fuck, don't earn anything, don't have no businesses. Her kids seem to be uneducated and regular degular. Your daughter is working in a bar, okay, a stripping bar, a strip club, and your son, you said, getting a damn trade, okay? So from the way she's speaking, you would think her kids would be on the level with yours, Miss Angel Hair. Okay. They did not push everyone from New Orleans to Texas, right? Don't bring up, don't bring your ass to Texas. I didn't even know he messed with the EBT program when he was in office the first time, Sherry. She's a glutton for blame and punishment for her own actions. I agree. Does she know that what number he is now? 47 is $3 billion richer. He went to the office. This he set up while in office. She's the one almost 57 and waiting on a government check every month. Period. Walking contradiction equals Sonya. Okay. She is sick in the damn head. She not know what she speaks. She not know what she speaks. Hey, chocolate drop, you been in the bushes being tortured. Oh my, you getting your hair done? My auntie got scammed twice by contractors. What you do with the PPP government loan, Sonya? She spent it on this though. A hurricane was a setup. Yep, everything's a damn setup, child. Somebody check on Nesto. He is asleep. He punching the air. He probably done did some push-ups on one hand, double-handed. He's doing squats. He done did his full workout listening to her. Nesto ready to hang up the damn phone. He does. She knows so much, but does not have anything to show for her life. No license, no degree, no plans or business. That's all I'm saying, Sanders. You know all this information, honey. Why are you sitting at home getting a government check? She is so small-minded. Our ghettos look like a regular apartment complex. My son-in-law came to Georgia after the big flood and never went back. Okay. Damn, Sonya, read the room, dummy. Starving. You think her kids are doctors and lawyers? The way she speak, this dummy is pro-black and anti-black at the same damn time. Well, why didn't you go to the ghetto and the hood and grab that land? That's what I'm saying, baby. Because she said they was giving the land away for $10. Oh my, Sonya can't afford Beyonce concert tickets. Speaking of Beyonce, Cowboy tour coming out, Cowboy Carter tour is coming to a city near you. She mentally unstable, all kind of voices in her head. Come on, son. You're Atlanta Metro. Atlanta. I moved here to go to Georgia Tech in 1991, and the city has only flourished and prospered since I've been here. I've only been here under black mayors. And we know it's a lot of crime. So a lot of things is for the better when it comes to the crime. The bills have to be paid, Sonya, but your boyfriend says the bills will pay themselves, though. He did, him and Lamont. She knows she wants to go to Beyonce concert. Mind you, she started wearing aluminum clothes around the time of the concert. Oh my God, I hate that damn jacket. She's talking about her circle, the people she surround herself with. Okay, she never talks about the thieves and the con artists like her. Ernesto, right? It's always the poor innocent people, right? These comments in the chat got me crying. Thank God for the damn comments, Miss Fine, because I don't know how we would be making it at this point. That part. Preach, Sanders. And I don't have a problem with her son getting a trade. Me either, but it's the way she's talking. She knows all of this, but her kids are excelling in education, career, nothing. So while she's out here saying all this real estate was so cheap, due to all these CON conspiracies, she could have purchased her kids' homes. She know how to flip houses, right? She's a general contractor as well. In her list of career, the list of careers that she's named, on these calls. But I don't believe he's doing it. She made up 4 different careers for her son and 108 for herself. Sydney is still a bartender. Been talking to me. Listen, all I had to say about damn T-Pain. Hello, Nestos. Keep the same. Thank you. Okay, y'all just talking. Had January 2023 when Quirrell went over Sydney House. LOL. Keep the same high energy. The people say keep it cute and keep it mute. Sonya. Keep that same energy. But y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all, I think she really is scared because she ain't the the cause is less than a minute. That for this month of January 2025, there's only like 3 calls, maybe 4 calls that are more than I would say 2 minutes. And it may be 5. I don't know. Nesto blink twice if you need help. The properties her dad left her, she's so dumb. She lost them. You would think the way she talking that, she's making that work for her. But we gave that phone to his cellmate who done got to talk to anybody. Exactly. Y'all. Pass the phone around. What does that mean? The bills will pay themselves. That's what they say. They don't have to pay bills. Don't worry about trying to pay bills. The bills gonna pay themselves. Speaking as an Atlanta resident, I would tell you the YSL case may not have ended the way folks like, but Fonnie was reelected and thanked by Atlanta residents for keeping the ruckus off the streets. And that's what made me bring up the crime, Miss Boogie Down, because we do know that crime is really bad, in certain neighborhoods. I just put it like that. So it's not really all about them wanting the land or want to push the blacks out of, the homes for the real estate, regentrification. Sometimes the crime is so bad that they have to, come in and take action. This ain't Texas, ain't no hold 'em. Please like the live. Hey, Design and Decor, how are you? I miss those Space Cadet outfits. No. Sahin, I came to the U.S. in 1968, and the teachers made sure we did our assignments, and I went to college. And I had a very good job, Sahin. You went to jail. I retired in West Palm Beach, okay? She could never, okay? Remember, she wanted to buy, or wanted to buy 2 blocks of land in Georgia to build homes for her and her family. What happened to that idea, Sawyer? Baby, she got to wait till a damn disaster happened up there so she could buy the land for $10. Atlanta has never been a problem to me. I stay out the city. But that's everywhere. That's everywhere. Hey, Sleepy Libra. Lady T-Boy, you're a preacher, sis, and my son has a double bachelor's degree, like his mama, and look down, yes, on no one. Who the F she thinks she is? A dumb ass. That's all we saying. It's like, ma'am, you are not making any sense. Where are you getting this information from? Maybe you need to go to the hood and talk to some real people, okay? I mean, the ghetto, excuse me. She called it the ghetto, and talk to some real people so you can be educated if you're going to speak on matters that that's going to be on a public platform, because we get these calls. I have 2 educated young black adults. One is a civil engineer in the United States Air Force, not working in a strip club. Yeah, a lot of con artists and fake scammers here. But that's around. Y'all know I'm in Florida. Well, instead of putting $10 on the phone, she could have put that on some properties. That's all we said. Yes, y'all better talk y'all talk. Let them know. Like, she doing what other people do to us, right? Look at us and then try to read us, or label us or put us in a box. And that's just not the case everywhere. Yeah, just because you're in the ghetto or in the hood, baby, the library is still fucking open. You can still be educated. Education is free. Your mind knowledge is free. You can get that. It doesn't matter where you are, or where you live or how much money you have. All those things are free. It's all in the individual, your environment, your community, your village. To me, it doesn't matter where you live at.
For $200 billion, right, like yesterday. And the fires are going on. Now we'll see what they get of people over there, because they gave everybody at the other spot $700. They gave $800 to North Carolina and $700 to Maui. So let's see what they give people in California. Well, they just gave Ukraine another $200 billion yesterday.
Wow.
So this will be her
So
person
they're gonna
then.
kick it back to them. They're gonna tell him to keep $1 billion and send the rest back through these other accounts. That's all it is. They're gonna kick it back. They're not giving it to them. They're gonna drain the swamp. They're gonna drain all the bank accounts before Trump get in there. That's why they keep giving all this money away. Think about how much money this man has given away since the election. Isn't it every week he keep giving $50 billion to Ukraine? What the fuck has happened in a week at Ukraine where you need to get them $50 billion? Has a bomb dropped? I'm sorry, what happened? And there we go. Give me that. Put that on it. Right.
We almost done, y'all.
But people be napping and they be just so worried about, oh, this and the other. So, is the clock go, little girl?
Okay.
The world we live in. Don't start. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
He was finna hang up, y'all. He almost got away. You almost got away, Ernesto.
I don't know, about 3:30, something like that. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
Call me around 8.
All right, enjoy your day today. Enjoy your day.
He almost got away. He should have hung up.
Thank you.
Woo, that's what I'm saying. All right, bye. Oh, shit, I'm talking to the baby. Sorry, it's not money, it's equipment and arms that is sent to them. Honey, sweetie child, she is miserable. Can y'all imagine her looking at all these news clips? I think y'all call it onions before. I think that's Native had to explain that to me. But she over there on onions and she's just getting deeper and deeper and darker, into these conspiracy theories that she's just probably in just up all night reading all of this stuff. Sahin, if you wanted a go life, it's called hard work. Okay, that's all it is. I have traveled the world. I just went to South Africa, April. Oh, you were there for a good little bit. Africa, and that was October 14th to November 5th. I went to Mandela's home. Oh, did you see Lamont over there? Science Nesto's lead attorney, because he was over there with Mandela. He'd be better he better off just talking to the global talent lady. Does she really think it's hard cash being sent to overseas? Yes, she do. She do. My son works at Lockheed Martin, dealing with a lot of racism and good old boy system, but he still rises and walk on all those planes. Right, work on all those planes. Walk on all those planes. He's also said it's a government business that's on a Air Force base. Okay, I can see that. I can see that because the higher you go and the higher your salary go when you are working in, I would say, government, politics, and private companies, the more you have to deal with that and from us for us, you know what I'm saying? Because we're always going to be tested. We always got to be on our P's and Q's. We always got to be ready, so we don't have to get ready. Yeah, but then they know that, and they know that they don't really care for you because you are Black, African American, a person of color, however you want to, reference yourself. They'll come to you and ask for help and then don't speak to you the next damn day. This is so typical for someone that chose the fast life and got ran the F over. You and the rest of us, it's the sense of entitlement for me, just disgusting, deplorable human being. I agree. I can't wait to hear her conspiracies about these plane crashes. That's if she's not locked up for not giving Will Wooten his things. True. Hey, Major's wife, laughing my ass off. Did you see Lamar? I had to throw that in there. This boogie down girl, yes. Okay, all of us beautiful Black moms putting out good stock. Yes, God bless and keep us at our children. Right. And I mean, there's just so many opportunities out here. Again, I said it's all about, your upbringing, your village, and your will. There we always gonna find a way. Like they've been trying to hold us down forever. Okay, and we always go find a way. So don't count us out, okay? Because we know how to do it. We know how to get it. I forgot her deadline date. It was last week. It was last week. And the grand jury was on the 31st Friday. How are my black government workers doing? Are y'all okay? Yes, any federal government workers that have to go back into the office that you may be a little upset, child, drop down in the chat and blow it off. Hey, Miss Butterfly. I think it may have been the 28th, but the grand jury was on Friday, the 31st. Yes, background and credit checks daily, of course. He black, so why you on these planes? How you look at him 20 years there and still treat him the same. Right. She's talking about her son at Lockheed Martin, y'all. Hey, Shirley's divorce. We just been on here, child. We done been tortured on this Good Sunday. But hopefully, if you're a part of members, y'all got that good Bible reading. Hey, Rat. Y'all want me to bring it out here so everybody can get that good Job message? My sister does, and she's not a happy camper. Okay, so she got to go. So sis, you got this. You got this. Maybe it won't be for long. Maybe y'all be able to go back home, or maybe they'll make it where y'all could go. Maybe work in the office 2 days and work from home 3 days, or vice versa. Switch it up. So will we see any filings as to whether she turned in everything? We checking, and again I had something going on at work, so I messaged Shan and she was checking for me too. There has not been anything updated to Nesto's records, but we gonna keep checking to see. And of course, there's other content creators out here as well checking. But right now, there's not been anything added to her file. And I got all the calls up into the let me see. I don't want to lie. My allergies messing up. Um, I think I got them all the way up until I got them up all the way up until the 29th. So I need to get it the 30th and the 31st. And I could tell y'all, baby, they talking like 49 seconds, 34 seconds. It's like, hey, bitch, hi, bye, ho. No, I'm just kidding. It's short. That's the point. I'm just saying it's short. Okay, then it's some like a minute, some like 2 minutes. I think the call I put with the Joe Bible lady, that was what, about 5 minutes. Side hen, I have traveled 5 continents and I live in equals 6, only one more. Okay, one more to go, which would total 7. No, not upset. I will go back, and that's where my computer will remain. That's the thing that I do like about that town, even though I work in the office, because when I work from home, if I hear the email go off or somebody call me and ask me, can you do me a favor? I will go in there and do it, right? But now since we gotta leave that shit in the office and you can cut it off at 5 o'clock. No more bringing it home, answering phone calls after my 8 hours. I feel like when I work from home, I was doing more work than what I do in the office. I am grateful for my black job in government. Gotcha. Next week is indictment week for her. No. Some people could be better off if they didn't have someone like Nasto to come along to steal their savings. That's true. Okay. Did she go to the grand jury? Sorry if that's. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, we don't know. We don't know if she went or not. That's what we been checking the system to see if there's been any updates. Now, for as far as the calls, um on the 26th, there was I'll say I'll round the time up to 6 minutes. It's 5 minutes and 49 seconds, Joel. There was like a 6 minute call. I've already listened to it. I've already listened to it, but I think she may be talking about this, but she's trying to talk in code. I'll put it like that. How's she talking about black people and their status? Meanwhile, she's spending all of her government check and all of her time talking to a locked up criminal. Make it make sense. And what's she talking about? Getting some Louis luggage while she talking about people buying Gucci? Do as you may with your check. You know, you're working for it, right? But you want government assistance. Me too. Black government workers are so important. DEI is important to them. It is important because we know we could be the most educated person going into that interview. I'm just talking from an interview perspective because we kind of already talked about the other part. Have the most experience, the most education, the most qualified candidate, and we're not gonna get the job now. You know what I'm saying? They're not even gonna consider people to, and we don't have a leg to stand on. Educate yourself here. Remember they tried that, just checking calls. Yeah, missed before, but it didn't last very long. Nope, she gotta talk. She gotta talk. So she's done everything. She's tried to add music. That didn't last. That's what I wanted you to hear. What? I gotta go back up and see what Tell the Truth is talking about. Hey, Tell the Truth. Oh, I know what she talking about, the indictment. Okay, I'm like, what? I work harder at home. I think so. Without all the distractions in the office, going back, checking emails at 7 p.m., all of that is over. Oh, okay. Thank you. You're welcome. At one point, I was working 12 hours and getting paid for 9. Yeah. What I want to hear. Woo, 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 please. For the Black History, please indict this make believe white woman. Yeah. My daughter works for a Wellstar hospital system. They call her on and off work. Right. So now your computer be just right there at the job. I can't help you. When I think about it, what's is a status to Saya? A criminal in hand is better than two in the bushes. I agree. I agree. Let me see. Now okay. Now I had wrote down some notes for the when I was telling y'all about it. She's made mention in this call that somebody not happy with her and they're against her. They're against her. So I think I know who she talking about, but I'll make y'all wait. I'll make y'all wait. I'm gonna make y'all wait because I gotta put it in members. I gotta put it in members first. But then I may feel bad. Y'all know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But I think she done had a falling out with somebody. I think it's Mr. Tight Pants. That's who I think it is. They're gonna stay on the silly side till they get what they want. They are. They are gonna stay on her. She's not gonna be able to evade this because woo 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 not playing with her. And she run her damn mouth so much. She run her mouth too much. I may come back. I may come back. I'ma come back. Oh, that's how y'all feel, members? That's not surprising. She got all the lawyers' nerves. I see the members saying they don't care. Okay, well, hold on. Let me see if I uploaded it. I uploaded it. Y'all, I let y'all dictate what I put out here, so it ain't none to it but to do it. Let me see. It was on the 25th, okay? Let me see. Members? Let me see what the members talking about. She has to sabotage everything because she knows knows good and well that Nesto wouldn't give her the time of day if he was out. That's what a lot of people be saying. Go on and roll that beautiful bead footage. Okay, well, I ain't never scared. Let's do that. Hold on. I got it up. This one, okay, guys. Member said it's okay. They're not going to be mad at me. So let's do it. January 25th, 2025. We're going to roll it out. No problem. No problem. But and it will be in there, as uninterrupted content for you guys too. Let's go. No problem.
Please
Oh,
hold.
no problem, Nestos.
Hello, this is a prepaid call from
Nesto.
an inmate at the Cobb County Adult Detention Facility. To accept this call, your current balance is $11.33. This call is from a correction facility and is subject to monitoring and recording. Thank you for using Global Link.
Hello.
How are you today?
I didn't hear from you all day.
Okay. Well, hey, I got to get
Shit, he's
everything
scared.
to,
Yeah, I was supposed to hear from you earlier today, and then this evening. Because I don't know what's up with that thing still. I tried, but did you get that other thing I sent you?
What you tried?
I got to look. I ain't looked yet.
Okay, look at that, because I sent you for your account. I sent you some stuff,
Thank you, Miss Boogie Down.
It just dawned on me it was around the last time. So I'm like, damn, I'm sure, but he ain't said nothing. So I sent you. You ain't say anything.
Listen, you got so much going on, man. I'm just trying to stay home. Man.
Not add pressure to it. No, it's fine. I had a conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, all right.
I had a conversation with the people, and it's cool. So it's no worries.
Yeah, I just don't trust nothing. I'm just don't.
You can't trust nothing, and then sometimes that one person always overreacts.
I get it. I understand.
Yeah, because he overreacted a couple times with me.
Okay, stop. I got it.
I'm not going to specify, but I'm just saying,
Let her talk, Nesto. Let her talk. So I think she may be talking about Mr. Tight Pants. I think she may be talking about Sean. What y'all think?
I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, and then you be sitting there.
Okay, stop.
Right. So anyway.
Stop.
Okay,
So let's just.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah. Just talk.
No worries. It's all good. It's all good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Woosah.
Not woosah. Woosah.
No worries.
Check it out. We're gonna say this right here. This is what we're gonna say. Yeah. So all you got to do is I don't know. Anyway, so I still text you. So if it goes through, it goes through. I don't know.
I can read that. Now I can read what you send me. I just can't get on and do nothing because I can't add money to it because the system is down. I get what you say. Yeah, I get it. I can see what you're saying. I just can't get on because it's out of money and they won't. And the system is saying it's down.
Okay,
I'm very mad.
that's what it did on this side too. You might
Yeah, it's saying it's down. That's why
okay,
they just call me, let me know you're breathing because it's
okay,
not letting me. Yeah, I can read, but I can't respond.
Tablet
okay.
broken.
That's what was going on over here.
Yeah,
Okay, so it
so that's
reversed
what
that.
it's doing. Yeah, it's just,
Okay,
computers and everything. It's all retarded.
okay. So those
Okay.
things that you sent back for my birthday, are those still pending? You can't see that part.
No, what you talking about for your birthday?
The picture you had sent.
Oh no, I can't see that. I can't. I
You
can't.
still
I
begging
mean,
for pictures?
I don't know. Right. I don't know. Right. I
Oh,
mean,
okay.
I could go in and look, but I can't. It won't tell you. I mean, it'll say pending, right? Because you didn't get it. I know it's not approved. And I could click a thing and see every picture I've ever sent you, and know what was the last thing that was approved. But that's something separate because that's something that the facility monitors and then they approve. And they take their time, whatever the case may be. But it's nothing explicit or anything where so it should be. They'll tell you when they kick it back. They tell you when they kick stuff back, though. They tell you that.
Oh, this
But yeah, they tell you, and you lose your little 25 cents.
is funny.
But that's not the case because it was all like G-rated
I
situation.
can't believe it.
Not G
Oh,
rated.
yeah, but I can't believe they don't have no hotline in that for no app.
They do. I told you, but when I put the thing in, they're supposed to call me back. They haven't called me back, and you put your number in, and I waited for like 20 minutes, and then it was like, you can always, hit this number, and we'll call you back when we're available. And that they had yet to do that. So there is a phone number because that pops up and tells you, system is down. Please call this number.
Okay, well, I know.
And that's what I did.
Okay.
But if you call me, I mean, it's all the same because you could call and say what you need to say. Because we can't text nothing and talk anyway. It's all the same. They're in every aspect of
And
our business.
is.
Visit. So, it don't matter. It just seems a little bit, I guess, convenient because we kind of depended more on that because that was the last thing they tampered with was reading the text messages and putting that out there. So
Anyway,
we ain't talking about nothing. That's the thing. But you don't want everybody in all your business anyway. Yeah. And that was basically what they were thinking by us not saying that it was something that was to be said, and it's not that. It's just
what is it?
We don't want them in the business.
Legal mail.
YouTube,
What y'all think she talking about the legal mail? She said they thought I was doing something. They thought I was sending something, but it wasn't that. We just didn't want the YouTube streets in my biz, naive, in my scrappy voice, right? So is she talking about the legal mail?
For what I've been reading, what I've been seeing with the new president, ain't nobody gonna have no business. What I've been seeing.
She on it.
Ernesto, you state property. Shit, you is the business, you don't got no freedom.
Yeah, I ain't never seen nothing like this in my life, though.
She on it.
All right, well, you
Make sure you keep calling me.
Yeah.
In the morning and in the evening.
All right. Okay. Love you too. Have a good one.
Love you. Bye.
All right. Bye.
That's it. Let me get over here to the comments. I think and about the other one was the one that's already in members, the Bible study. Job is the lesson for today. She has a plan with all his lawyers because nobody wants that stinky floppy thing, allegedly. She's not that smart. Bonnie said, "You want to meet me? Okay. We can arrange this. we can arrange this, ma'am." Once they get that's when the investigation starts. Okay, once they get it, that's when the investigation starts. Why does her and her spokeswoman think that's the end? They really do. I stopped eating nuts because of I cannot. Thank you again, Miss Boogie Down, for gifting. I think it was 2 memberships. He has to be tired of saying his name on these calls. I think it's recording because it said kind of the same way every time. So they must already have them record their name. Maybe it's tied to their pen. You're welcome. He was like, oh, okay. He needed a break from the negative talking. Please join. Please join. Hit that and join. He's tired of you. So she was sitting at home pouting because a criminal didn't call. Jewel, conversation with Wooten. Yeah, who y'all think she talking about? She said they mad with her. Okay, all right, man, shut the fuck up. Thank you, Miss Boogie Down, for the membership, Black Rose. She keeps him on the edge, and he already on the edge. He like, "No, stop talking, stop talking, stop talking." Hoover overreacted. That's what I'm thinking on Sherry. They probably told her, now I can't represent my motherfucking client. He busting out that suit like the whole, when David Banner get angry, when he say, don't make me get angry. And he getting ready to bust out that damn suit. He was busting out that suit. Now you done got in some shit. You got the grand jury looking at you. You are giving them more evidence, and I'm trying to get him out. That's what he was giving. That's what I visualize anyway. Hey, cotton candy curls. Ooh, 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 bingo. It got to be the cat suit. You're welcome. But we shut the F up. The date. I gave y'all the date. Didn't I give y'all the date? Let me see. Oh, it may be up under the. That may be before I put it in the chat. Oh no, I didn't hear this. I'm like, I thought I gave. Now I had to go back and check her. Hey, Azure. Hey, Chad, sitting in the airport. Great time listening in. Hopefully, you ain't over there looking stressed, child, listening to this hex talk. Yeah, Hoover probably told Nesto about her funky ass. It's a shame when the inmate had to calm down his supporters. Thank you, Shirley C. Been a member for 6 months. She's still talking out the side of her mouth. She can't help herself. Y'all could talk about non-case stuff. Right. Hey, So Real TV. Salute back to you. Thank you for being here. Chill. Girl, they returning your nasty picture. She said it ain't nothing. It ain't nothing. I don't know why I didn't go through. Because she nasty. Many of her pictures have been kicked back, I bet. Shout out to Shelly C. Hotline. Did say something about the hotline. Do they not have a hotline? I don't know why though, B. Williams. I'm trying to think. What this rich white woman doing? Worried about 25 cents. She said they'll just and they'll take your 25 cent. We got all the tea and do. Tampered. Tampered with, yep. Ain't nobody tampered with anything. Her frame is so wild. She is tampering. She the tampering one. She just can't shut up about his case. Probably legal mail. That's what I was thinking, the lady. Tampered. I bet Sonya would poop bricks if she knew someone could get copies of those letters she sent Nesto. I think they said they make copies of them or they look at them there before they, pass them through. It doesn't matter. She can't send legal mail. That's a charge all by itself. Hey, Say Jay, welcome. She is pitiful. We might have to run it for a portion. The first part back. Okay, I'll run it back. I'll run the whole call back. It's only 5-6 minutes. I'll do that, Sherry. This who your girl wanted in office. Y'all good? Right. You see, she ain't say nothing when you said that. Hey, Jennifer. Oh, his name. You're right. It's probably recorded. Okay. Yeah, I think it is because it kind of sounds the same way each time. I think so. Okay, I'll run it back. I can run it back. green eye. There's a few people requesting to run it back. Okay, hey Harriet. Okay. We'll run it back. Okay, meeting now. Oh, no problem. No problem. I thought I forgot to do it. That's why I was like, wait a minute, did I forget? Because I get to talking. Okay, we'll run it back. We'll run it back in the whole call. I know this has been said many times in many ways, but Saya is truly mentally ill. I'm so happy Nesto chose her. Talk about fumbling the damn bag. Hey Tasha B. I'm gonna run it back, guys. We'll run back the whole call. Did they mean the helpline because the tablet system is down? Sure, he'll be all right. He'll be all right. Doug, maybe you think possibly they could be talking about Doug and not Sean. Hey, Mississippi Shell in the ATL. And it could be him because she did say on one of those calls, we'll just give it to Doug and he'll give it to you. Okay, so if he's listening to these calls, he would hear that. She's so dumb, no matter what she gives, his defense is has to be shared with the prosecutor, shaking my damn head. He's not her attorney. Hey, make it rain. Okay, y'all, let's run it back. Gotcha. I'm all right. It's only like less than. Vic say he
Please hold.
damn thing.
Hello, this is a prepaid call from
Ernesto.
an inmate at the Cobb County Adult Detention Facility. To accept this call, your current balance is $11.33. This call is from a correction facility and is subject to monitoring and recording. Thank you for using Global Link.
Hello.
How are you today?
I didn't hear from you all day.
Okay. Well, hey, I got to get to it when I can get to it,
Yeah, I was supposed to hear from you earlier today.
You hot shit.
And then this
I'm
evening.
talking to you.
Because I don't know what's up with that thing still. I tried. But did you get that other thing I sent you?
She don't know what's up with that thing, but she tried. So I think she talking about the subpoena. Like I gave him what I could. I tried. I don't know what's up with it. I'll wait till the grand jury.
I got to look. I ain't look yet.
Okay, look at that because I sent you for your account. I sent you some stuff, Because it just dawned on me it was around the last time. So I'm like, damn, I'm sure, but he ain't said nothing. So I sent you. You ain't say anything.
Listen, you got so much going on, man. I'm just trying to stay home. Man.
Not add pressure to it. No, it's fine. I had a conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, all right.
I had a conversation with the people, and it's cool. So it's no worries.
Yeah, I just don't trust nothing.
Who the people?
I just don't.
You can't trust nothing, and then sometimes that one person always overreacts.
I get it. I understand.
Yeah, because he overreacted a couple times with me.
Okay, stop. I got it.
I'm not going to specify, but I'm just saying, you know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, and then you be sitting there.
Okay, stop.
Right. So anyway.
Stop.
So it's
okay. So let's just.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah. Just
no worries. It's all good. It's all good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Woosah.
It's all good. It's no worries.
Check it out. We're gonna say this right here. This is what we're gonna say. Yeah. So all you gotta do is I don't know. Anyway, so
what else you gotta do? Tell us.
Go through. I don't know.
I can read that. Now I can read what you send me. I just can't get on and do nothing, so I can't add money to it.
They don't block your ass.
The system is down. I get what you say. Yeah, I get it. I can see what you're saying. I just can't get on because it's out of money, and they won't. And the system is saying it's down.
Okay, that's what it did on this side too.
Yeah, it's saying it's down. Okay. That's why just call me. Let me know you're breathing because it's not letting me. Yeah, I can read, but I can't respond.
Okay, that what was going on over here.
Yeah.
Okay,
so that's what it's doing. Yeah, it's just.
Okay. Is it only happening to you?
And everything. It's all retarded.
Okay, so
Okay.
those things that you sent back for my birthday, are those still pending? You can't see that from
Such a
here.
bugaboo.
No, we're talking about for your birthday.
The picture you had sent.
Oh no, I can't see. I can't. I mean, I don't know. Right. I don't know. Right.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
I could go in and look, but I can't. It won't tell you. I mean, it'll say pending, right? Because you didn't get it. I know it's not approved. And I could click a thing and see every picture I've ever sent you, and know what was the last thing that was approved. But that's something separate because that's something that the facility monitors and then they approve, and they take their time, whatever the case may be. But it's never. It's nothing explicit or anything where so it should be. They'll tell you when they kick it back. They tell you when they kick stuff back, though. They tell you that.
Oh, it is.
But yeah, they tell you, and you lose your little 25 cents.
You're funny.
But that's not the case because it was all like G-rated
I
situation.
can't believe
G
it.
rated.
I ain't no whole year, but I can't believe they don't have no hotline in that for no app.
Okay, so the hotline for the
They
app.
do, I told you, but when I put the thing in, they're supposed to call me back. They haven't called me back, and you put your number in, and I waited for like 20 minutes, and then it was like, you can always, hit this number, and we'll call you back when we're available, and that they have yet to do that. So there is a phone number because that pops up and tells you, system is down, please call this number.
Okay, well I know.
And that's what I did.
Okay.
But if you call me, I mean, it's all the same because you could call and say what you need to say because we can't text nothing and talk anyway. It's all the same. They're in every aspect of our business. Text, talk, visit. So,
And yes.
it don't matter. It just seems a little bit, I guess, convenient because we kind of depended more on that because that was the last thing they tampered with was reading the text messages and putting that out there. So
anyway,
we ain't talking about nothing. That's the thing. But you don't want everybody in all your business anyway. And that was basically what they were thinking by us not saying that it was something that was to be said. And it's not that. It's just we don't want them in the business period. YouTube.
Guess what? For what I've been reading, what I've been seeing with the new president, ain't nobody gonna have no business. What I've been seeing.
He on it.
Yeah.
He on it.
I ain't never seen nothing like this in my life though. But,
He on it.
All right, well, you enjoy it.
Make sure you keep calling me.
Yeah.
In the morning and in the evening.
All right. Okay. Love you too. Have a good one.
Love you, bye.
All right, bye.
Okay. If the lawyer isn't doing what Sonya says, they're not doing their job. Your lawyer is telling you the truth. Sonya is appeasing you, and you're blinded by that. It's a shame. Such a shame. Okay, 1133, which is supposed to be an angel's number, but with these two, it's unlucky. Nesto too busy guarding his kidney. What people? Yes, everyone, please like, comment, and subscribe. Please, thank you. I love it for him. Yes, we do love this for him. I think the people is the DA. Okay. See, I had a conversation with the people. I think it's okay, so I'm thinking she means Wooten, okay? And then the second person is Hoover or Doug. I'm with you, Sherry. Okay, I'm with what Sherry's on. Now she's talking about seal soup. I think so too, B. Williams. I think it's Wooten them. Hey, lady. I think she's talking about Doug. And yeah, she did say, on these government phones that she was going to just moving forward, she's gonna they could communicate through Doug. She'll give Doug whatever information she wants to be relayed to Nesto. Yeah, the people is definitely whooping. Okay, maybe the second person is Doug or Hoover. Okay, she just cannot shut up ever. Remember, she had Doug contact and was told to only contact him. Sonya, you got blocked. That's what it's giving. Because I'm like, is he the only person having issues with the tablet? Such a damn bugaboo about them damn pictures on his birthday. This call was the 25th. His birthday was on the 9th. So it has been a little minute as far as them approving the pictures, but that should just tell him you got enough pictures. Why do you need any more? We know you selling them up in there because you real pressed. Nesto said the income is messed up inside. He needs pictures. He needs product, baby. The demand is not. It's not working, baby. He got a demand, baby. He want them. Okay. And no way I will be sending him anything after that subpoena. Yeah. You see, Nesto say she ain't even call her. She talking about you gotta call me in the morning, afternoon. Nesto say shit. The block is hot. The block is hot. I'm laying low. Still begging after all these years, begging for calls. Hey, Kimmy K. Doug probably told her he's not going to be, to go between her and Nesto, which is true. I don't blame him. I'm not getting into that. Hey, Kimmy, who? Sonya and Nesto are so pathetic. Did you hear about the pictures in the sandwich bag for the fellas in the shower? Well, these are on the tablet. So long as they got the tablet, they can, I guess, look at them. I don't know how he transferring the pictures to the folks, but it's on the tablet. His lawyer telling him to stop talking on them damn cell phones and them damn phones, period. The block is hot, honey. Nesto say you hot, honey. I don't need all that over there. That man just wanted a honey bun for his birthday. Hey, I'm here for the show. Welcome, welcome. Sure. Y'all say the block is hot. Nesto say he trying to lay low. He trying to lay low. He not trying to be talking on these phones. He not gonna be calling you in the morning, in the afternoon. He trying to chill. He trying to relax. Period. Period. I'm sorry. I don't want to be making my attorney mad. They may throw the damn case. Shit. Sonya has been blocked on the tablet. Let me see. Let me check. When the last time I got messages? Child, y'all got me. Let me see. Yeah. What's this? My allergies is acting up, y'all. Went outside today, but dang, it ain't this deep. Oh, okay. Dang, I ain't make it all the way to here. The last one I have is on the 16th of last month. I'm trying to see if it's something on here, chill. Let me go to his birthday. Let me go down to the 9th. Good morning. He said, my love, I made it. It's my birthday. God is good. Love you. Freedom is on the damn way, Nesto. Nesto say he know it is a God, honey, and he is getting out of this. Okay, hook or crook. Okay. Oh, we did read through these about the Victoria secrets, because I said he was talking about Vicky birthday pics. So he did ask for some on his birthday. He kept, that's probably why he haven't gotten them, because he's asking her. Let's refresh. So I don't want to say anything to incriminate myself on my end, and this is Nesto talking, but I will say you and your game crystal ball. What the hell is a game crystal ball? I thought money was the root of evil. No, jealousy is. What I'm going to do when I get out is write a letter to your president and hitch a ride with Elon Musk. And he said Musk, okay? Out of space. I need a break from this drama. LOL, mass confusion. Baby, we'll send your ass up there in a spaceship. You don't need Elon. The way you sound, you in a horror movie. You see things, can't wait to get those birthday pics. Victoria's Secret, okay? And what's funny is Some people get caught up in other people's business. That's me, and forgot their shortcomings. No, I haven't forgotten. And dirt they did in the past. Okay. The same people they thought they could confide in is the same people that dug up the dirt that was my early morning confirmation God woke me up with, okay? So stay smooth, Cristobal. Somebody might not wake up in the morning. I hope he give me an opportunity to make it one more day, hero. Okay, so that was one. So maybe she had her stupid ass on there with some Victoria's Secrets on. Okay, second message of the day on the birthday, January 9th, 2025. I have to send short messages because the long ones stay pending. I'm keeping my mouth closed. Okay. So I won't jeopardize my freedom. So you can keep talking because you got the damn subpoena mail. But I'm keeping my mouth shut. Okay. But you are on point, Crystal Ball. You got them birthday pictures together? Victoria's Secrets? LOL. I have to try and make myself laugh because it's so disappointing, but you'll make it all worth it. Good news coming soon. Bad news shall perish. I love you, Nesto. And she just telling her happy birthday. So maybe she had her stupid ass on there with the Victoria's Secrets on. And that's why he didn't get these pictures. I don't see anything on here though that says she sent pictures. I don't know. I'm not sure how the pictures is working, how he get them. I was trying to look for something where she says she sent them, but I don't see none. I'm on the 10th. Okay, she getting the house ready for the 18th birthday party. I dropped that call in members. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. I'll try Ella resting until the decorator arrives. So they had a decorator. They had a big party then if they got a decorator coming. Okay, y'all. Telling her enjoy the evening with her granddaughter. I was trying to see if I see anything else about the pictures, but I don't see anything. I'm on the 12th. Okay, on the 12th, she's telling him, call me, bitch ass guard. What that mean? Call me, bitch ass guard. So did she go up there or send something? What does she mean? Hmm. Okay. Then after that, she says, it'll be them black people. I do not like Atlanta and the colored people here. Never had these issues in Miami. I'm like one more situation from breaking my lease and heading south. I am racist. I'm I'm glad you admitted it. I have never had an issue with no other race of people. Rant ending. I love you, boo. Making the rest of the great. Maybe she was going to say making the rest of the day great, but she says making the rest of the great. Yay. So I don't know who the bitch ass guard is. I still love black men most. It's the bitter black women, honey, that spew the unwanted, the unwarranted hate. I have dealt with the bitterness since high school. I'm done. Miss you. So I don't know, y'all. I'm trying to see. I was trying to see if I could see some of the pictures, but I don't see anything else about pictures besides that Victoria's Secret. 2 comments that we read. Mm. Yeah, he didn't even answer for any more pictures. And now I just scrolled all the way up to the 16th. Let me get back over here with y'all. Hey, Latoy. Sonya being blocked, stalking an inmate is clown work. I wonder if the attorney could ask the jail to block her. Sonya should have told Nesto we might as well keep talking because we done said everything already. At this point, they have said everything. When it says all calls are recorded, they meant that shit, and they are. Okay, that old dry ass salty buzzer won't stop squawking. Nobody wants to hear that. Elon Musk ain't taking his broke ass to Mars. He gonna pickpocket him where he thinks this happening to him because someone is jealous of him and do more like some 3T undies. Oh, so remember she told him she was reviewing the transcripts, yep, of when Lamont and Dion testified. She did. Maybe he's thinking one of them threw him under the bus. He was in court, wasn't he? I believe he was there. I think. I'm here for the show. Hey, maybe he using someone else's info. Decorator Tomas. Tomas, they got you doing every damn thing. Decorated 100 balloons. Child, she went right on down into the Dollar Tree. Miami is even more racist than Atlanta. But she talking about racism amongst black people. Um, she has created that falsehood in her mind. It doesn't exist in Atlanta either. Amongst each other. You know what I'm saying? That's what she's speaking about. She said, I'm racist. She's talking about black people and how black people treat her in Atlanta. But I mean, ma'am, you're unemployed. You mess with married men. You don't have a really good track record. You're not, you know what I mean? So your morals are horrible. You know, and most people in the South, you know how we are. We superstitious, child. So all the things that she's speaking of, I mean, it's probably the people that she surround herself with, and then she comes off as if she's better than other people, and she look down on other people. So who not gonna check her? Who not gonna be side eyeing her? Who ain't gonna be giving her the stank face? You know what I'm saying? We giving her that, and we just listening to the calls. So she thinking she's supposed to be welcome in with open arms. She got a criminal background. Like, man, we ain't trying to hang around you. Shit, all you do is talk. If she wanted friends, then she should be friendly, right? So I mean, come on, ma'am. And she probably scared because she know she probably scared to be in Atlanta because she don't know who when it comes to her and this Nesto situation. So it's her. She claims she don't have no friends. She don't go anywhere. So how is she even coming up with this that people are so much more racist in Atlanta than they are in South Florida? Yes, I bet white person could tell her, yeah, the same thing, and she'll follow the rules and the guidelines. But if a black person tells her this, it's a problem. She is the problem. I agree. Exactly. To be honest, I treat women like her like trash. I would too. Can you imagine working with her? Y'all know she hasn't had that much hate since the 90s. Oh yeah, she said high school. So what happened in Ohio? Because you've been around the damn world. We know she a gypsy, right? So you've only experienced racist, among black on black racism in Atlanta, but you've been going through this since high school. That's because you've been a chatty patty since high school and you've been talking and you can't read the room. So you probably been getting your ass whipped. Nesto isn't the right pigment for Elon Musk to bother with him. Saya can't ask him. She thinks she is white. Baby, we'll put him on the next space shuttle. He could be the damn guinea pig. Okay. Apollo, what he getting at? Apollo 35 for year 35. I'll just give him 10 years. We gonna start sending the criminals from jail, okay? Sonya wants easy way to go back to Miami. Okay, that's her scapegoat. Like, I need to go back to Miami. I'm suffering here. Girl, she broke the lease down here, down Florida. The hell she gonna go back to try to live with Trisha? She left Trisha high and dry. Sonya acts like Cleveland is high society. It's the hood as fuck, okay? If Bank was in here, can we read the text message that says she got sir? We have them, don't we? We need to read them, Vic. I thought you were sick, Vic. Are you sick? Because I went on your community thing. You said you was under the weather. Are you feeling better? Now my allergies want to act up. I'm gonna take an allergy pill when I get off here. She thinks she's better than us black women. Okay, okay. I'm glad you're feeling better, Vicky. But yes, we can do it. You sick too? I said what I said. Oh no, my two panelists on the sick and shut in list, baby. Let me go over there and get the Bible lady to pray for y'all. She thinks she better than us black women. You have to watch your purse and your damn back around this person. Nobody wants to be bothered with that. Girl, y'all, my panelists on the sick and shut in list. Yes, I live in Cleveland and it's very hood. Okay. Hey, Pre Pony. She could never. LOL, it's a trip. Yes, feel better, ladies. June? Hell no. Y'all saw how I slid in there. Vicky like, bring that shit back. Hell no. The bum on the street could pray for me first. I sure tried to slip it in there. Hey, Major's wife. That's one thing Sonya didn't lie about. I know someone who grew up with her, and they said she grew up on the affluent side of town, and her dad was very successful. But everything else is a damn lie. I live here. Ain't nobody looking at no 10-pound dry ponytail, aluminum foil clothes wearing hen. Oh, it's say no, thank you. I remain sick. I rather eat garlic. They like I slid it in there, but they came back. They came back and said, "No, thank you. No, thank you." And she's still ghetto. She made herself. She tried to make herself into being ghetto and hood by dating those guys, and that's how she done end up with the pow pow situation because she trying to fit in where she don't fit in at. She should have stayed over there with the elite people. If Sonya played with a woman's husband like this in Cleveland, she will have a few more hoes. That's it, and that's all. Hey, PW, welcome, welcome. PW, you saw how I slid that in there. They were like, I heard you. You said let the Bible lady pray for Vic, and I said what I said, baby. You fall out the bushes. Messy. I will keep throwing up before I accept that prayer. Feel better, ladies. Saw your T-Boo outfits. Yeah, Shaker's Heights was very affluent back in the day. She does fit in with them. She doesn't fit in with them either. Oh, that's why. That's the problem. She just doesn't fit. Yeah, especially with that little buzz cut she had back then. She needed her damn wig. She should have got one of them. What wig was popular in the 90s? One of them go-go dancer wigs or something to wear to school. She said, "Thank you." I sure needed it. I'll get the Bible later, baby. She over there. She don't like Atlanta women because they have bodies, yeah, and hair, even if they bought them. Yes. It is like that in Miami. I wonder what part of Miami, they got Fort Lauderdale, Palm Beach. I wonder what part of Miami she was in down there. Cause you know that's where all the surgery doctors at. Yes, some parts still are, but remember that was her daddy money, not hers. She talks like she was start staring in the windows of a shaker, not like she lived there. I got folks over there, okay? And they are making moves and she's not. She also doesn't like Atlanta women because many of them are educated and successful. That's true. She did like Miami. Okay, I thought she was complaining when she was in Miami too. But Miami is a melting pot too, so it depends, y'all, what area she was in. But her mouth, it's her mouth. It's her attitude and not being socially aware. I'm sure that's what it is. She don't know how to keep her mouth closed, and she does come off as if she feels like she's better than people or smarter than them, like talking down, on individuals. That's not going to go well anywhere she goes. I don't think it will. Liberty City. Okay, I know people in Liberty City. I mean, didn't. Oh, didn't. Okay, okay. Jay Blake, gotcha. Jay Blake, correction. She said she didn't like Miami, right? I know some people in Liberty City. Trina Trick Dad and Rick Ross from over that way too. And Tia Kemp. Hey, 80% C malls. Saw you use that Chinese investor. investor. Y'all, I actually was gonna come back, but I'm gonna stay on here. And the ladies in Atlanta are fine, pretty, and have real natural long hair, all of which she is not. And ain't nobody, too, down here. Well, I'm saying Miami, maybe a little not slow as in slow to catch on, but y'all be on the move up there in ATL. We be outside down in Florida, shit, hanging out. In Miami, she can blend and get away with it. The lies in Atlanta, she can't do that. No, I think she was just saying Liberty City just to be funny, or just saying Liberty City in general. She used to being in Miami with the Cubans. Yeah, see, she could be over there in Little Haiti some damn well. Chinatown. It's different areas in Miami like that. So she used to being in Miami with the Cubans and talking about all the fake news on Fox. Miami got all those little different areas, so you can't get in one little area. She don't work either, so it's not like she gonna be among different people like that. Saya is scary SF and don't fit in nowhere. Child, we need to get her ass a camouflage outfit so we can't see her ass. What the heck? Okay, y'all, I'm gonna cut that off since we already looked at it. The Cubans and the Haitians are just as racist and don't like Black Americans like that. I think Sonya only complained about Miami to make it seem like she wasn't moving because of that. Oh, I can see that, PW. Okay, but it was only because of Nesto and not to be close to her kids or start over, which would be better, right? Yeah, so she was faking like she hated it there. It's just, to have an excuse to move to Atlanta so she can try to take the women husband, okay? Right, at least Sonya has plenty of girlfriends to hang out with. Her sister too. I agree, PW. So okay, you agree with PW as well. She full of shit, period. Wait on y'all comments to come up. I ain't gonna drop the link since my girl's sick. Sonya is lying. My sister-in-law has a Florida business in Miami, and the racism she experienced is very difficult. They are moving to Atlanta, and The business already has been contacted several times. Gotcha. Hey, MT. Sorry, I like to talk about the way people look, but the lawyer she is still messing with in Cleveland is bigger and much older than Ernesto. Maybe that's where she getting this money from that she tricking with Ernesto. Oh, you want to come up, Vic? What you got to say, Vic? Don't come up here and try to cuss me out because I said I was gonna get them people to pray for you either. I'm gonna drop you. I'm scared. Y'all think Vicky gonna get on me? When you come up here, I'm gonna go take my allergy pill. Ain't nobody checking for her ass. They could barely see her little bitty body behind. I'm a little behind, but jealous of Atlanta women with body hair. It took me out. Baby, the women in the ATL is everything she is not. 50-50. PW says a 50-50 chance Vicky gonna get me. Mind you, she wasn't doing Nathan in Miami. That's true. And came to Atlanta and became very jealous, yeah, of successful amount of black businesses. And she has not one business. I said what I said. She wish I could tell. Sonya is so bougie. She has Chanel taste and Dollar Tree budget money, honey. I'm glad you can't talk. Uh-oh. Sawyer brother is very short, like Tomas. Okay, they come from a family of small statured people. Okay, here. Hey Vicky, how you doing today, Vicky? Look at the fakeness, y'all. Hey Vicky.
Hush, girl. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, you sound good.
Girl, don't have that lady pray for me. I don't need her pay fake prayers because she got hexes behind that. Like the real hexes, not hoes, hexes. She got I think she be coming with some of them like her family might practice the bad voodoo. I'm just saying. I think that's where
Mm,
her prayers be coming from. She like she may be saying in Jesus name and God bless you. She might be and really thinking in Satan's name we claim it. That lady, something's wrong with her. I watched her body language and her movements. Like something wrong with this lady. Like really something really something wrong with her. As far as Sonya go, I think it's the Doug man,
okay.
Joe Doug. Um, you're caught on tape after you done got served with
Uh-huh.
a subpoena
Uh-huh.
saying, don't anything you got to send to me, write it down or give it to Doug in your legal mail. You are caught on tape, red-handed, saying, break the law after I've been served with a subpoena, and now they've modified your subpoena to add on, yeah, in the legal mail too. Any
Right.
communicate, you know what I mean? Like, you stupid bitch, you think that it was a smart idea to even name anybody? But she sure did she named that man. And they know
Ye-
his full name because he's a government. I mean, he's contracted or he's a government employee. Either way, he probably is pissed. Like, what the hell are you guys doing? You trying to ruin my career? I mean, seriously. And I understand why he's mad because she's been his main, like, kind of intermediary. She's been, the attorneys are sick of her, so she's been kind of like, he's been the main intermediary between all of the public defenders. You know what I mean?
yes.
He's been the contact because they had to tell her to stop. Excuse me. They had to tell her to stop calling Hannah because she was intimidating Hannah, poor little Hannah, because she was harassing and intimidating Hannah. Like I don't know why Hannah was intimidated. Don't be just because somebody, girl. Don't let nobody 4 foot whatever and 10, 15 pounds intimidate you. Just because she got a mouth don't mean she could fight. Sonya can't bust a grape. She really can't. She talk a big game. She might grab a weapon, but you can snatch that weapon out of her hand immediately. But he's been the main intermediary between all of the public defenders that he's had for the past year, or yeah, about the past year. So she's probably thinking that she's established some sort of connection and relationship, like she manifested with. Thought she was manifesting with Krill,
Mhm.
or whatever that situation was with Krill. I don't know. If Krill did do it, again, he should be shamed. But she thought she had some. I think she thinks she has some sort of like connection, or just he's cool with her, so she can. It's okay to do that. It's all right to do that. Just like she passed those clothes off to him when she wasn't supposed to pass those clothes off to him, and he still gave them, and nobody checked it. Nobody realized this wasn't the proper procedure for somebody who's just going for a hearing. He's not on trial. So but she probably did get her ass chewed out by this man. And that's so steady telling her, shut up. He's trying to tell her, shut up in the nicest way. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Shut up. But he's saying, I don't understand why he just don't say shut up. Can you tell me why he just don't say shut up?
He said, I ain't saying nothing. I ain't saying nothing.
But he'll let her walk her ass right into like a law, like not lawsuit, but something that's gonna get her in trouble. That could get her in trouble. He would let her walk her ass right into it and say, "Well, that ain't my fault." He's quick to say that ain't got nothing. That ain't my fault. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I ain't do that. I ain't do that. He's quick to back up and say he's one of them dudes that if y'all get caught, y'all get pulled over, and he's got all the stuff on him. He'll throw it in your purse real quick and let you take the charge. That is Nesto. He will let you take that hit, and because your record ain't as bad as his. So why? I mean, I don't understand it, girl. But it's. You go ahead and read the comments. Give me 1 second.
Okay. Oh yes, she does. I just heard that when I first saw her. I was like, oh no. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I think you're just speaking. She is twin to me.
That's why I was
I can see that. Okay, go ahead, B.
no, what I was like in Miami. I think the crowd that she was around the dance club crowd, like sh- the strippers. She was around that crowd.
Okay.
So maybe she was used to, and people get a kind of like a visionary of Atlanta of what they see on TV. They get because the media gets a perception of what they see about black people on TV. And they see I mean, there's a lot of some of that is true. Stereotypes are birthed from a place, but it's not everyone. That's a small percentage of people. So I think she thought that she was going to come to Atlanta and clean up. And also remember, Sonya was running from a business in Atlanta. She had messed up somebody else. She had like kind of tweaked out on somebody else's business in Miami. So she was running. She didn't want to do that anymore. She got bored with that, and she was mad with them, and she bounced out on them after she had spent this man's money and didn't really care that he was losing money. I don't know if y'all remember that.
I
Go
do.
back. Okay, well you do. Yeah. So she was running from somebody else's business. She had already screwed the game up. She thought she had messed him up to the point where he was
They
gonna
were
have
gonna
to.
need her. They was gonna need her.
Yeah, and they didn't. He thankfully, I don't know if that man, I don't know who that man is, but let's just say he's a good person. Thankfully, he had held back enough to where he could keep his business. He could establish his business without Sonya being involved in it. But Sonya was running from a business, and then she comes to Atlanta thinking that she was gonna do something somewhere, come to the dance clubs and turn it around. And maybe she was good with the paperwork. Maybe that they were just that bad with paperwork. Like whatever. Who was that lady? What's that lady? What was her ex friend's name? Matt. Am I thinking Maddie? Is that the right name?
Madison. Oh, okay.
Matt,
Yeah. Yeah.
Madison said she was good with paperwork. Maybe they were just that bad. They just were keeping books that bad that Sonya coming in and getting things organized was a good thing because it's a cash business, so nobody's keeping track of it. So she thought she was gonna come to Atlanta and like be the it girl, but she does not realize she's getting older. It's time, something needs to change in her lifestyle. And then she had like she thought she was gonna get Nesto out and she was gonna run things. Like she really thought she was gonna get Shirley's money. That's what the more and more that we hear these calls, like we go back and look at the calls and then they drop these middle kind of ground calls that we didn't hear before and like how you're going back on this. They
Mhm.
thought they were gonna get Shirley's money or get access to he thought he was going to still have access to Shirley's money and they were going to play around with her money and keep her none the wiser still yet. To me it just seems like that more and more. That's just my POV. It really does seem like he was trying to trying to get out, trying to figure out something, trying to get thinking that Sonya was going to be it when little did he know she was
Mhm.
another scammer too. She just wasn't a scammer like on the type of scams he's on. She's just on a I'm not who I say I am.
Yeah.
He's on some I'm gonna rip you off. This is who I am. I'm gonna rip you off. I'm gonna sleep with you. I'm gonna do some nasty stuff to you. I'm gonna take
Mhm.
all your money, and
Mhm.
then I'm gonna say that it was all your fault.
I agree.
Yeah, it's wild. Like, and then now she, I really, everybody keeps saying shit. The indictment's coming for her. Indictment's coming from her. I mean, we're gonna see. I don't know. I don't know. She said she talked to when she said she talked to the people. Did she mean her little email, or did she talking about what? I'm just kind of theorizing
Uh-huh.
what Bible lady was talking about. Like, oh, she has this big high powered
You
attorney.
see, she had mentioned none. I don't listen to all these January up until what the 29th. She ain't said nothing to Nesto about no lawyer.
Girl, because I'll be pissed if she said I got a lawyer.
Oh yeah, and you can't help me get one, huh?
Yeah, I'll be quiet. Somebody else up here.
That's PW and Miss Boogie Down coming up. Hey PW, come off mute.
Hey, ladies.
Hey.
Oh gosh, I tell
Oh.
you, that's Anya. I think to answer one of Vicky's questions, I think that Nesto probably has not just told her to shut up because, like somebody else said, I can't remember who said it, but Nesto has a different tone and a different way he talks when he thinks he's getting ready to get out and like a certain bravado about himself. And but I think he's so far into the middle of this thing, unless he knows he either definitely going to prison or
Mhm.
definitely getting out, he's not going to change how he talks to her or let her talk. Now, I do think that he stressed the point of trying to get this tablet back up because he doesn't want to hear her talk. That's the only way he gets to talk is by letting her text him.
I forgot about the tablet.
Right, because traditionally she doesn't say a whole lot in text. So Nesto need that them customer service people to hurry up and really call her back because it's a 911 on his end to get this thing because he don't plan on continuing to keep calling her and listening to her talk on the phone. And like you said, Lady T Bug, he put that phone down so many times till it wasn't even funny while she was running her mouth.
It did.
Yeah. He ready to start kind of teasing her on some of the stuff that the new president is doing, but I think I'm gonna be interested to hear how he finesses this thing and watch her squirm. Cause Lord, I tell you, we think we heard her make some excuses for Nesto. She is gonna be making some excuses like it's gonna be a clown show to hear her do this for however long. I ain't gonna say the next 4 years because he ain't gonna be in jail necessarily the next 4 years. But definitely to hear her however long this gonna be. all this stuff that's been happening. But Tanya's definitely scared. Tanya is definitely scared. I don't know what's the shame in admitting that. Now I can say it could be Doug or it could definitely be Tight Suit. So I'm actually 50-50 on that too. It's one out of two because she hasn't mentioned any much about the woman lawyer that's on the team. And um the only reason why she probably brought it up to me is I'm leaning more toward Tight Suit because Doug always got something to say. I mean, that ain't nothing new. But I'm thinking out of her fear or whatever concern that it actually finally probably came from Hoover. That's probably why she mentioned it to him. But saying Joe said this or Joe said that, she usually just would come right out and say that. That's how we know how Joe act anyway, just because of her
Right.
mouth. Um, what was the last thing before Miss Put It Down? Oh yeah, my comment that I've been wanted to make, but it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't good enough to call in, is that that last motion that Wooten wrote in
Mm-hmm.
wasn't the official response, but unofficial response was one of the sexiest things I've heard from a man in a long time.
I
It
think that was his official response because they gave him a time frame to respond. They gave both of them to
they
both of
did.
them.
So I don't know if he gonna come back and do whatever the other part he claimed he gonna do, because he may or may not have
When
to. I'm assuming.
Oh, I didn't know he said he was coming back. I have to go back and see what he said he was coming back because I think the judge gave him a time frame.
It's somewhere either in the footnote, because I remember I might have been in the bushes on that stream. Somebody was saying that he said he gonna still do a response, and it was somewhere written in there.
I'll
It
go
was
back and look. Yeah, but I want to know how he can do more than what the judge, but which I want him to now. Not complaining. I'm
no,
not
no,
complaining, but I was just wondering. Okay.
because to me it sounds like he's saying he's sliding in underneath the response and saying, I won't even need to give a response if you approve what this here that I wrote. Because if you're saying that I still have to respond, I will. But based on his logic and what he put in that motion, I shouldn't even have to do a response for something he has no claim to say that anyway. That's
Mm-hmm.
it. But regardless,
Okay.
it was so romantic. Because was so smart, it was so shady, it was so legal, it was just everything. And no, he don't love me personally, but I feel like he do.
Oh.
So he keeps bringing it. He keeps bringing it. So that's why I think this thing, regardless, going to trial, because he's too smart and he don't put too much effort into this to not just show the people how, that first of all, it's a PSA for the community. They need to understand that it is a certain person out here that does these type of crimes, and I'm being serious about that. If he's able to plea out, then none of this stuff comes to light. But he's
Mm-hmm.
running rampant so many decades. I think it actually is better off to go to trial, and it's worth the taxpayers' money, because these are scams that are being ran and have been ran, and the eloquence in which Erica was able to do these documents and everything. They need to know that it's people out here like this that you got to check and double check and triple check, especially with the fake money running around. So I don't think it would even help them to not take it to trial. People need to know that people out here got fake money and shoeboxes in Atlanta.
That's true. Okay, that's Regina. Okay. Let me bring her up. You PW, you still here?
Yeah, I'm just gonna mute
Okay.
myself so whoever next.
Miss Boogie Down, it's your turn.
Hey, how you doing? How you doing?
Good.
Good. I think there's a lot of things that need to be addressed, which is so sad, right? We got these two people who clearly, when they're the only two people in the room, they're still uh
Idiot.
nowhere near, nobody is the smartest. They're both still the dumbest, right? There is no smart person in the room. But what social media has done is has actually brought to the forefront, and this is the angle that I want to take on this. Like when I look at like yourself, when I listen to like Fran, when I listen to Native, Legacy Moon, V Lenore, and this is not me giving shout outs to other content creators on your channel, but I'm gonna parallel y'all in all together. Wisdom's daughter, you guys are educated. See, this is a new way. This is not just people talking, which is what she's doing, right?
Mm.
And this is the downfall with people like her. And this is something that I've taught my own kid because it's something that I was raised with as well. My mother always used to say to us, and my dad used to say to my brothers, if you can't be the best, you hang with them. The problem with these two idiots is that they don't realize both of them being scammers. Neither one of y'all is smart. And you're not smart enough to surround yourself with smarter people than yourself. See, they haven't accepted where they are, they haven't accepted their lane. So at the end of the day, you're never going to do better because you're never going to know better. These two were trying to scam each other and they ended up with each other.
Mm-hmm.
So now, my biggest thing that I can't wait to find out is what Nesto's going to do if he hasn't already found out that she allegedly got an attorney. Because if you allegedly, if everything your fake PR team is spreading, that you got this amazing attorney who Will Wooten allegedly interned for, right? And let's take all of that on principle and say that all of this is correct. Why you let this man sit in there for all these years? Why you letting him sit in there for all these years? Why couldn't you get him an attorney? Why does he have to settle for a Hoover or his team, which is public defenders that you and I could access, God forbid, if we were in these trying times? If you could get this mastermind of a attorney to help you with this most recent situation, why you couldn't show that love to your quote unquote boyfriend? And if you listen to these latest calls with Nesto, not only is he finally getting quiet, but I really truly believe that the man really is having a come to Jesus moment. I believe he's being very humble because he is now accepting, as somebody said in the chat, his fate. And I think he knows that even we don't know how much time he's going to get. We don't know. I think a lot of those charges are going to disappear. But I think the severe ones, at the end of the day, 10 years or more of a sentence for this man at 60 years old is technically a life sentence. Yes, he can live to be 80, 90 years old, all that other good stuff. But as far as like his good quality of life, I believe is going to be spent behind bars if half or even a third of these charges are actually convicted, make him convicted. And I think he's really, really having this humbling moment of knowing how full of crap that she is, how she's talking a good one. And now that he's in a situation where he could actually, because he's the one who's really, really in trouble, right? All she's got to do is turn over some documents or whatever. And I mean, she may even have committed a couple of crimes, but it's nothing that's going to land her in jail for decades. This man has some serious crimes that he's being accused of. And like I said, out of all of those 39 counts, if he gets convicted of at least 6 or 7 of them or more that carry 2 to 3 years to 5-year sentences, it's a wrap for this dude. And so the mere fact that she's so stuck on YouTube and the YouTube people, you guys are only reading actual documents. Nobody did this to this man. These are
Right.
actual charges. You guys are not making up stories like her homegirl is, along with, I don't care what nobody say, the made up degrees she's claiming she has and barely can read. I don't know how we pull that off, but okay. Nobody is making this up. These are intelligent. You guys are intelligent content, well-educated content creators with actual degrees yourselves from accredited universities. And you guys are just reading documents. And yes, everybody's putting their own opinions and their spins on it. But the facts are the facts. These are words. This is written. These are filings that are through the courts. No content creator did this to this man. This man did this to himself. He's the one who victimized these people, and they're standing up for themselves and saying enough is enough. He did this to me. he did this, he stole this, and these are actions that he did. So I'm just very curious as she goes on her rants about hating, or disliking black women, but you still believe in a black and you still believe in a black man who I know is guilty of something. You may not believe every charge, but she knows he's guilty of something, because even in the earlier calls, when she was first getting that power of attorney, and she was like, oh, this is when you was supposed to, oh, this is where you was when I didn't hear from you during this time. Like, this woman is saying you was allegedly her. So the game that this dude runs. And even if it's not, like I said, 100% true, a lot of this stuff that this man is being accused of is actual and factual. And like I said, I'm just very curious if he doesn't know already, when it is brought to his attention that she went out and allegedly got some high-powered attorney to help her, but he's sitting up there with public offenders, right? I'm very curious as to the final reality that is him and Sonia that he's going to feel. I'm very curious for that, because at the end of the day, that to me would be, for him, the ultimate betrayal. Not that he deserves loyalty from anybody, but at the end of the day, this chick claimed to be your ride or die. And when you realize that she's only riding for herself, I'm very curious, getting a dose of your own medicine in true form, how he's really going to take that. You know what I'm saying? I want to see his confidence, him being an MF and gangster and an innocent man and all this other stuff. I want to know, when you feel that this chick that you think you got wrapped around your finger, when you find out you really don't, like she's loyal to no one just like you are. I'm very curious to see how that's going to play out for him. And that's all I wanted to say. And not only that, just credit my content creators on being smart, African-American, educated people reporting crimes that this man committed, not making up your own stuff and coming through and just creating your own stuff for content like her homegirl, but actually going by the facts that are being presented to us. And thank you for what you guys do. Seriously, thank you. Because the bottom line is, people like him get away with the stuff because people like her, and unfortunately at one point Shirley, who I'm glad has unbumped her head, stands behind them and validates them to tell them, instead of doing what you need to do to be a decent person of society, it's everybody's fault. Oh no, you couldn't have did this. You're not the monster that they say you are. I would love to know where she feels on that now as well. His ex-wife. But the only thing is, I will say, I'm not mad at her for standing by her man. I'm not mad at her for honoring her vows that she believed to be true. What I'm mad at is the fact that when evidence is being presented before you, that this man can't talk his way out of why it took you so long. Like, why did you have to have the public humiliation before you set him straight? Because people like him continue to do what they do because nobody holds them accountable or tells them, you know what, shut the F up. You're full of it. Nobody tells them that. They may think it, but nobody's bold enough to tell them that. So like I said, for you and for all the other great content creators that's out here reporting the facts, I thank you, because I live in this city and I've been here for 7 years, and that man could run across me and my family. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And I could be having him at a barbecue or something, thinking he's a decent guy, a black man trying to do something right. And here you are out here trying to scam people who've worked hard, put money into their retirement, God forbid, have disabled children, or worked hard to buy their stuff, and you're just taking it upon yourself to just steal from them. How dare you? How dare you? And that God that he keeps professing to love, well, I hope that you are seeing that that is not something you should play with. And you shouldn't be on this fake in the name of Jesus when you know damn well you doing everything but being a decent Christian.
And is.
So I just wanted to say that. And like I said, just thank you guys for any chance and opportunity that I get to be able to just say like, and thank you for these panel discussions, because that's another problem that we have in our communities. We don't like to have difficult conversations. We don't like
Yep.
to own up
Yeah.
to, even as women, when we make bad decisions. Like I told, I
Yep.
think on Native one time, I was on his panel and I said, listen, I've been a bad advice giver and receiver. The difference is that I know right now and acknowledge that God gave me 2 ears so I can listen more and one mouth to talk less. And that's our problem. But when I do get myself in a situation, I take accountability for what I did and I take ownership and I do better because now I know better. And that's the problem with our community. Everybody wants to come out here to Atlanta with this, Black Hollywood dream and wants to be this big entrepreneur and this and this and that. But at the end of the day, you have to humble yourself and know that you're not only receiving a blessing from the community, but you need to be a blessing to the community. And that's where his and Sonia's problem begins and ends. They think it's the Black people's responsibility to make them
Mhm.
be on top, but they don't
Right.
have an accountability to pour a blessing into the same community that they're thriving from.
Right.
Miss Boogie Down,
So
can I correct you on
yeah,
one thing?
yes, ma'am.
He says in just your name.
Shut
Just want
up,
to
Vicky.
correct you on that.
Shut up before I tell IS to pray for you.
Yeah,
No,
you saw that she
look,
said, "Oh, drop the link." She said, "Drop the link."
She was coming for you. She was coming for you, Lady T. I ain't gonna lie. I sat back. I was like, she better
voodoo
stop playing
curses.
with Vic
Listen,
to the
that's
veil. And I said what I said. Like, stop messing with these people.
that. Those are voodoo curses hidden inside
I know that's
prayers.
right. I believe
Listen,
you. Okay. I
I
grew up in a Baptist household. We believe in transferring the spirits. I do not need that spirit praying over me. So I'm with
no,
you on that one, Vic.
I don't. No, thank you.
That's why the
I'm a,
phone kept cutting. That call had bad
Right, right.
reception.
that's why. I mean,
But I'm gonna step down. I just wanted to say that, and seriously, Lady T Bug, you guys are awesome. You're smart, you're beautiful, you're educated, and thank you for speaking with an ounce of sense. And and unfortunately, for this dumb jerk that's in prison, I hope that at the end of the day, he doesn't have to do it for us, but I hope he does it for himself and takes a good look in the mirror, and this God that he professed to love and pray to, I hope he really is listening and learning that, you know what, you have to be accountable for what you put out of here. And he claims he doesn't believe in karma, but karma is a bitch and she
Yep.
ain't playing right now. Okay, she ain't playing. But you ladies have a good day, be blessed. Vic, feel better,
thank
and
you.
talk to you soon.
Thanks.
Thank you,
Yes.
Miss Boogie Down.
As far as yeah, Miss Sonia, she is she's something else. There's times where I feel sorry for her because I'm like, well, damn. She is seriously mentally unstable and ill, and you could tell it just the tangents that she goes on. Who just brought up something? It was, oh, the fires, when she was talking about the natural
Uh-huh.
disasters that have been
Uh-huh.
happening. It's like, okay, there's some there are some valid conversations that are being had and some valid and I won't say valid, but like there are some theories about what's
Mhm.
going on, especially like in Maui. There has been people who felt like they've been screwed over by the government when it came to their homes being not being in disrepair, and their yeah, a lot of that stuff is true. But coming from her, you would think that America is just, it's on fire. The whole America is bad. And if it's that bad, ma'am, go ahead and cross the border. We don't need you here. You're not contributing. You can probably make have a decent life across the border. I mean, I think there are some people who are living good off of $800 in Mexico. I'm serious. So go ahead and get you. If America is that bad, yes, we do have issues. I know I do not like the emergency response that happens when we have these kind of things. New Orleans was kind of the last time I've seen them respond financially in a very like meaningful manner, at least giving each household $10,000. And I
Mhm.
do think the $800 and the seven or was it 750, the $750, I understand why they say, oh, this is for emergency for so they can get immediate stuff, but it's I don't think it's satisfactory to people who are absolutely losing everything. And we do hear stories. So I hear what she's saying in a sense, but she's still crazy. And I don't think she knows what she's talking about. And like why bring more misery to a man who's already in a miserable
That's the
situation?
point.
That's
That's the
yes.
point.
He's not that I don't think he deserves it, but this supposed to be your man, girl, or your best friend, or whoever he is to her, because he ain't never claimed her. So I don't know what he is to her. That coach, my best friend, lady, what did he call her in one of these text messages? He said she was my lady something, my lady luck, or you, lady T-Ball, you know what I'm talking about in one of these text messages. He called her Lady Luck or something.
So you
He,
anything but he claim her, naming and
he,
claiming.
yeah, but he's like point being he still hasn't claimed her. So anyway, why bring more misery to the man? Like, she's a horrible jail girlfriend. You're supposed to go there, look cute, send him his pictures like he needs them to. And I know he pissed off 'cause with that the tablet thing is down. They probably suspended his account.
Yep.
I think they did suspend his account. And I was asking a question. I wonder
Oh,
if
I
the
done
attorney
missed it. It was in the chat.
what?
Oh, you was asking a question. Go ahead.
No, I wonder can his attorney request that his account be suspended?
Mm.
I don't.
I mean,
That's
they
a
could take privileges if they're being abused, and if they feel like he's abusing, or breaking some type of policy or procedure, I'm sure they can do something.
But
Mm.
I mean, can his attorney do it without like? Can his attorney just do it for his own well-being? Like just
One of those attorneys based on have backbone to tell his jail girlfriend to stop texting me all kind of crazy stuff. Who knows? I don't know.
because if he were my client and I had to defend him, public defender or not, I would. I'd go straight to the jails. Like I need all his privileges suspended because he just needs to read or he needs to walk in circles and keep him on the watch. But because he doesn't know any better, but it's more and more evident to me now that those pictures are his commodity in there. I gotta, he's lying to these guys, and she filters up her pictures real good. So I got this real fine little sweet little thing that she sent me pictures. Hey, yeah. But what you want me to tell her to wear? You want me to tell her to wear a white t-shirt? The white t-shirt where you can see them things pop out? Okay, yeah, I tell her. Make sure it look good too. What hairstyle you want her to be in? So she's essentially like a pinup girl in the jail. Because having those kind of pictures, like having nasty pictures, is kind of contraband, but having suggestive pictures on the tablet is not.
Hmm. Hmm.
But it sounds like his account has been suspended or probably under review.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Yep. I agree. I agree with you. I agree with everything you said. And if he could sit there and act crazy, if he want to, because he knows what it is. He just, how he do.
Oh, yeah.
He's lying. Because
He's not.
that's why I'm like, is everybody else messed up? Because if everybody else is having the same issue, then of course it's a software maybe issue. But if it's just you, then you should be alarmed.
I would be. I mean, if I was in there and my tablet all of a sudden it stopped working and he only calling her every 2 days now or something, or it seemed like it like what once every 3 days. Is she freaking out because she doesn't get her daily fix of conspiracy theory Joe or conspiracy theories bird? going on. She needs somebody. She needs to get those thoughts out of her head. So she needs them to call her so she can. Because if not, her big ass head is gonna explode. She got to get it out. And it's funny now that I mean, they went from. It's just funny to look at the degrading of their relationship. He went from talking big shit to her. Yeah, you a cold motherfucker. You cold. Telling her all that stuff. And to now, well, all right then. All
I
right,
ain't gonna
bye.
talk long. I ain't gonna talk long. They literally have calls on here for like 30 seconds. I'm like, what the fuck are y'all saying in 30 seconds?
Well, she said, I just need to know you're alive in there.
Yeah, so this $11. I think you said it was $11. That's gonna last them about 3 months because they only talking 30
11:33.
seconds, 57 seconds, 19 seconds. So
Well, how much is it? It's 60 seconds.
yeah,
60.
who
I'm sorry,
birthday?
60 cents.
Yeah, who birthday is it? I missed the birthday.
It's I don't know whose birthday is it.
Let
I
me
don't know.
know so I can give you a shout out. Yeah, like
Is it 60 seconds? 60 cents a minute? Or no, what is it? What's the cost of the calls per
I
minute?
don't remember what it is a minute.
You listen to the calls, girl. They say at the beginning.
I gotta
It's
be not when they not when they she have you have money on the account. See, she put money on his account. That's how you have. But when you have to pay for the individual call, they will tell you what it is. But she's not doing it that way. She got money on the account, so he can only call her. $8 for 30 minutes. It's six. I know it's $6 for 30 minutes. But on that call, I have to go back and listen to one of the October 2022 calls. But right now, she got money on here, so I have to let me mute y'all.
she
Let me
probably
mute.
load up like $30 at the beginning of when she get her Social Security check. She load up her good $30, and then they've constructed a plan. Just sell my pictures to the inmates because she thinks she big fine, so everybody wants to see her. And the fact that, well, not fact, but the premise that people are buying access to her pictures, um, still makes her think that she's still got it. She's still hanging in there as Miss Hot Stuff. And I'm not saying women of a certain age can't be hot, but she's malnourished, looks horrible in a way that is malnourished. She's not taking her hormones. She's not eating properly. She's stressed out. That's when I say like she looks bad. She's just degrading, and I personally think she's ill. That's just my point of view. Those cheeks look sunken in. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm saying I still think it's only about 2 to 3 people that he's trading these pictures with. And who's to say that they keeping the head part? I don't know. They might not even care about that. You know how you can blow stuff up? They probably just focusing on one area of the body that's not the face. So maybe Nesto might be the only one care about that part. Who knows? He probably don't either. But
Well, he don't care. Yeah, he probably just send me the pictures, and you can imagine whoever's at the top will cut off the head.
I don't think that. Well, this was way earlier when we started listening to these calls, and so I've been stopped feeling sorry for Tanya at any rate because she went into this with eyes wide open.
Yeah.
There is
She
nothing
did.
that she could say other than she knew he deceived her initially, according to her, about being married. And he probably neglected to tell her on purpose because she does live out of state. So he might not have been as upfront immediately, but she found out soon enough. So she didn't let that go. Okay, fine. She had way more of an advantage that Shirley ever had. Shirley did have some warnings, like I said, from mainly like strangers and maybe a friend or two, like, girl, you sure about this or whatever. But as far as sitting in your face, black and white, you read all these women say how everything he did led up to sex, fully married many years by then, and how
Mhm.
he was taking their money. Like,
Mhm.
nothing that if somebody sat there and gave me my boo thing criminal book and I act like I don't think none of this is true, then you deserve everything you get.
Oh,
And
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
being mentally ill is different from being stupid. So
Oh, I
she,
don't think. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
she definitely has the stupid disease. Um,
Mm.
along it incidences that occurred in her life that could lead to a person like Sonya. But most of the time, people operate because they don't have enough information. We could say, yeah, if so and so had known this, just like how Wooten wrote in that motion. If Shirley had known he had never been divorced, but for a reasonable person, would not still actually marry a person who actually has never gotten a divorce. It's like those things that you could say that, but for maybe all Sonya need to know is this: he can have a guilty uh plea. He can even be found guilty. She still is not going to go with everything that was
Mm-mm.
out as evidence. She's just that type of person. There is
That's
nothing
true.
about her that says she's going to 100% believe. I'm just waiting on the evidence. Now, she used to say that, but then she's long since stopped saying that. She used to say it like, well, the evidence, I'm just waiting on it because he hasn't been found guilty yet. But she don't care about that. She actually doesn't care. Now, it's one thing if a woman cares that the man that I'm with is doing these things or not, but technically she doesn't. As long as he's promised to her, she doesn't care what he does. Now, granted, by the time he gets behind prison walls and we can't have access to those phone calls or whatever, we'll never know if they still together or not. But Nesto the type of person who would just let anybody drop off, once you don't find no use for him anyway.
Right.
And he could still go on about his business. But as far as Sonya, no. Sonya is the type of person who rather anybody else be wrong but her. She won't admit it, and so she'll just continue to do what she do. And like I said, I don't believe that Wooten thing has been resolved because that's too many years that she has documentation and stuff to hand over. She didn't just do that lickety split unless excuse me, unless Hoover took a little bit of mercy and handed some duplicate stuff over, but that's still
Yeah.
for all this other phone stuff that she's been doing and all this other stuff. So I don't
I
believe that.
agree with you.
And if thank you. And if we'll know that she's locked up, if the phone calls and text messages 100% stop. But we won't necessarily know. I don't know how that works if she just had to pay the fine if they do that. But depending on how much junk she's been talking or whatever, because Wooten done laid the law out for her in that thing. He could do anything that's on that paper. He has to at least to recommend that be done to her. So she better still watch out. But yeah, I don't believe her. That
Nope.
all okay, things are okay. No, it's not.
I don't believe that either. I, they live in a her and her buddy and him. They live in a la la land. It's like I don't know what the proper psychology term is for it, but it's like a false. They try to pump themselves full of a false sense of security. So if I say it enough times, it's gonna be true. If something bad is going down, they just like they think, oh, okay, well, I told them this, so they think that it's just gonna be okay. Just like with the Angelica, they she also she pushes down a lot of her issues. They only want to hear the good things. If the bad things are relevant too. Let's just face it. A lot of us don't want to hear the bad things, but the bad things are relevant in life because it keeps you ready, and you have to face difficulties. So I don't think it's just that it's easy peasy. Now, Mr. Wooten, he gave her an opportunity and he told her this isn't enough. Now, if she came and presented some BS, he's not going to come to her and just say outright already, um, oh, yeah, this is great. This is great. He may review it and then come with something more like, okay, well, we need you to come back. How many times have we heard that people have been convened to, have been called to the grand jury multiple times? The grand jury has more questions, or we have more questions in relation to this. Now that we've reviewed this evidence you've given us, we have more questions in regards to what you've given us. So she's not off the hook. All this, I talked to the people, and it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's all good. There's nothing wrong. Everything's good. Nothing's gonna happen. Yeah, yeah. There's these blah people. What does she say in the text messages? These colored folks. These colored folks.
Yeah, she
Like
do, lady. She do have a point to prove. I agree. I'm sorry, Vicky.
no, no, no. She has a point to prove, but she should be trying to prove it to herself. And I know that we can sit here until we're blue in the face and try to like convince her,
Hmm.
girl, get your life together. Like, don't. Yeah, Social Security should not just be it. You need to be working like a job, work from home job since you're at home with the baby, like something. She's just. It seemed like she's living off of her daughter.
Not
Get
love
collect
on the run.
collecting Social Security, probably food stamps for herself and that baby, and putting money on the phone for Nesto. And now Nesto, them calls are drying up with him because they're so mad that we listening.
I
Just
think
talk.
he's scared. I think he's scared because, like you said, it's you don't have to talk about this. It's and the politics can go too, but y'all don't know how to have like a regular conversation. Like, you know what I mean?
That's how small her world is. This chick
It
sits
is.
watch
That's
crack
true.
shows, uh, uh, obese people getting pulled out of their cars with cranes, and she watches Trump stuff all day long. Like she doesn't go anywhere really. And then I just thought about it. Heck, is that baby old enough to eat a taco? Like who is feeding a 2-year-old a taco? But anyway, yeah, she does crazy stuff like that all day. And so even before the phone calls became public,
Hmm.
uh, she used to still talk about stuff like that. So that's really just her. This
Yep.
kind of forced her to go back to that stuff. But I'm
Hmm.
telling that, so yeah, I'm crazy. And all her conspiracy theories, like that is her world. She absorbs herself in it. So she is not a positive person. She doesn't live a positive life. Like there's no real balance. She may act like we sit on YouTube and gossip all day. Technically, no. But when I get off of here, I know how to watch a good comedy. I know how to watch
Right.
a action flick. I know how to talk to people and laugh and joke. There is nothing about her that says her days are filled with happiness and joy. Now, granted, she does have that medical issue, but she seems to get it, still has not affected her mouth. And I don't know,
Right. Right.
that dude unfortunately might have been aiming there, but he obviously wasn't. But did nothing to her vocal cords, nothing to her mouth, nothing to her throat. Might have did something to them teeth. I'm not really sure. That's questionable. But I need her to really like watch Reading Rainbow or something. Do something. Like, how is it that you just can't talk about nothing but 3 topics? 3. And they all revolve around death or some kind or doom and gloom. She is not good for nobody, not even herself.
She's depressed. And you could tell she's depressed. Because I don't know, somebody in here earlier said that they from her area and they know her. Like, she came like, a good neighborhood and whatnot. And she had advantages in life. And maybe she's depressed because she screwed them up. But ma'am, like, find some other things to do besides, like, if you're gonna stick around and be a jail girlfriend, great, okay, but find some other stuff to do. Like, it's all she's. I think she just sits around and waits for him to call. Like, now she's got this baby, she's got an excuse to be stuck here, to be around and still stay in Atlanta. But it is never anything positive. It's just, you just look at some of the text messages. The best thing she says is smiley face or good morning, handsome. Those are the most positive things she says. The rest of it is evil people, it's evil. It's
Yep.
just,
Yep.
and I don't know if it's because she's hanging around. Well, no, it's not that. She was evil before that. I mean, not evil. I shouldn't say evil. She was unhappy before that.
Yep.
She's just not. She's a miserable person. Misery lives in her, and that's why I don't go back and forth, but I sometimes there's a part of me that just says, "Damn, this lady is really just. She is
They said
definitely."
chemical imbalance.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A, here go Chick-fil-A girl. Her edges are depressed. So,
Shit.
as far,
It's
I
just
mean,
the fact that her stomach, yeah, not a mouth, just me.
but if that's okay, so let's look at it like this: if her stomach was so affected by, what she eats and everything, there are still jobs that work from home. You may not get paid as much now because they want people back in the office, but you can make, I mean, like a entry level job. I think some of our entry level positions are paying like 20 bucks. Well, cost of living's
Mm,
like 20 bucks an hour. You can work from home and be close to the potty.
yeah,
You do
some is
something,
codependent on this stuff. I can see that.
do something with your life besides just sitting on the phone waiting on him to call. And he ain't gonna call that much because his attorneys have talked to him. It's like, do you want to stay in here forever? Like, give us an opportunity to try to fight for you.
Right. I agree. I agree with
Because
everything you said.
Shirley gone. Shirley gone, and the more Shirley may not be listening to all this because she's a stick her head in the sand type of woman, but Shirley gone. Then people are telling her about these calls, and if she even thought about taking you back, all somebody got to do is go to the index. It did different playlists. It's like, girl, listen to this call. Look what he said about you on here. Well, he called you the bitch on here. He was talking about your daughter on here. He's saying that he going that you 79 years old on here. So like, what, I mean, what you gonna do? Like, he's got nothing else. So the best thing he can do is shut up, and he what he should have did is kept writing Tashima, or write some of them 16, those ladies who wrote him back, those 16 pages. And another thing, if she's putting money on the phone, why don't she put money on the commissary? Because it sounds like he just getting phone time and tablet time, not commissary.
He has said anything about that. Yeah, she don't believe in God.
Because Dre or whoever else still actually putting money on his commissary. The ones who probably he's not actually talking to anymore is using that money for other stuff. Because he really ain't thinking about nobody not helping him. Not like he used to anyway. So somebody's still putting money on that commissary.
Now I know what y'all. I remember he said that wasn't the folks stealing his commissary.
No, he was scared. He was scared to draw attention to himself, so he would just buy little by little. When he figured out it was gangs in there and they'll take your stuff, he just buy small amounts.
Somebody said it
He act
earlier.
broke.
He asked for. Well, I wouldn't. I mean, he's jailed before. It's not. Listen, let's still act
He
like this is his first time
he said
jailing.
it's new people, and he probably is right. Like with these young guys that probably back in the day, it was some kind of unwritten rules, but not anymore.
Like
Not
Girl,
anymore.
he's jailed, but he's not jailed like this before.
he in cop. I mean, he's in a better. I don't want to say better, but like he's in I guess, a more secure jail. He, like Dion said, set up a store. Just keep
He
your stuff.
can't, because he gotta be a fighter, because he gonna have to, if somebody come up there and snatch his stuff, he gonna have to be ready to pop off, and he can't.
Well, you better be ready to pop off. You better be ready to pop off. And now, anyway, he got them charges still pending on him. And oh yeah, somebody was asking about the other attorney. I think I don't know what her name is. I thought it started with a J. That's the lady who's handling his CP and SA charges, if I'm not mistaken.
No, Hannah doing them.
I thought it was they were working in tandem.
Mm-mm. Hannah still on those.
So she's okay. Well, she was talking to her at when she was at Nesto's hearing when the day that he dressed out, he wasn't supposed
Yeah,
to.
but you know those charges ain't weren't don't have not a part of it. What he was there for.
Yeah, okay.
Joy, you talking about Joy? Yeah,
Joy, that's it, Joy.
she
Okay.
worked with Mr. Tight Pants.
Well, yeah, okay. Well, I think it's so. I think this last call is probably just she's
Mm-hmm.
she's talking about Doug, Joe Doug. That's what it seemed like to me. Joe is Joe Doug
There you go,
that she.
Sanders. Oh, go ahead.
No, it just sounds like it's Joe Doug. She done implicated Joe Doug into release like transferring information over to Nesto in a way that he shouldn't be, or because now it makes it seem like he's been doing it.
Another friend in your head. Sanders, come on. I dropped the link for you. Sonya was still talking trash about her sister too. They didn't lock her up for nothing, but that's what she wants to folks to think. Yes, she and see, she don't remember none, lady. So maybe that's what it is. She forgot. Her memory is short. Nestor is a punk. He only use young females to pull off his scams. Right? He gonna get tore up in there and get jacked. Hey, Sanders.
Hello, Lady T-Bug. Hello, Vic to the Veil. And hello, Miss Boogie Down.
Yo.
Hey, I mean, okay, I'm going to make this short and quick because
Okay.
I don't.
Okay, you went out, Sanders. What happened?
Sanders, I hear your echo.
What happened? She sounded good. The sister story never made sense. She said the sister was a just a witness, but she acted like the sister was the only reason she went to jail. Right. And just because you family, we already talked about this, you're not gonna get no pass. So you know,
I think
it
she
is
ripped
what
up.
it is.
It sounded
Go
like
ahead.
she ripped off her sister, and she was mad because the sister did what she was supposed to do and went to the
Right,
police. You stole my identity,
right.
and I'm going to the police because there's no other way that I'm gonna get this back unless I go to the police. And you thought I should just take it on the chin because that's what Sonya acts like. Like, oh, we family, we should just take it on the chin. You should just take it on the chin. I needed
Right.
it.
Should get a pass. And it is what it is. Like I'm not finna eat these bills or pay for whatever you done wrong. Yes, I'm gonna tell on you. Yes, I'm gonna implicate you, and yes, I'm gonna put the popo on you. Shouldn't have done
Yeah.
it.
No,
I
don't.
put a
Yeah, don't.
message in the chat for her. I don't know if she can hear us. We
Why do
not
I
sure.
hear?
We just talking. We just talking shit. TX toy. We don't know. I don't know what Sonya did to her
No,
sister.
she's now TX Toy. She has came with the story that said because she went to prison for what the insurance fraud, right? But I think that's what she said. Then she said, and she's also said that her sister put a case on her. But if you did something wrong to your sister, no, it's not going to be handled just like on GP. Are you going to pay me back? Do I get to? Is there a way that you can? Okay, it's one thing if you can pay me back. Maybe we can
Mhm.
get over it, but you're not gonna learn if I just don't. If I just say, "Oh, just pay me back," and we square, you're gonna do it again.
That's probably what happened. She probably had and taken from her sister all kind of other stuff she done let slide, and she finally got tired of her. I seriously doubt if that was the first and only time she did something like that to that one
Oh
sister.
yeah,
But
the insurance fraud. It was something about a car, wasn't it? Like they said the car was stolen and then it was later found driving, riding in the car. Yeah, okay, you bringing it back to me, Toy.
That's what she told Tasha K. Now she told Tasha K. And who knows if she was telling the truth? Because again, she also told and the blogger Angelica that why would I tell any of us the truth? Why would she tell anybody the truth?
Yeah, about to
Because
tell us the truth, baby. She
we
taking
can,
it personal.
yeah, we can
We
still go
good.
find it. I mean,
We
if somebody
good.
If somebody really wanted to know, they could find it. Trust me. I mean, she's just the story is Ernest, and the rabbit hole that we've gone down is Ernest to see how far this how many people are implicated in this, how much drama he's caused for people. She just happened to insert herself, and she's fun to talk about because we can laugh at her. I, she's a miserable person, and sometimes you get a kiki out of her, but she is not the story. Okay,
No, no, she
she
ain't.
she, she is not the story. Shirley is not no longer. Shirley is a part of the story, but Shirley has done what a lady does, and I'm out, and she gonna testify.
She's a case study. She ain't a story.
I
She's a case study.
testify.
She is a case study. Is Sanders here?
Yeah, something wrong with. I put in the chat that it was something because we about to do our last thoughts. I was hoping that she would figure it. I
Yeah,
dropped and tried to bring her back up to see if that worked, but it's not working. I don't know.
my identity got stolen by my friend like almost 20 years ago. Well, actually, it'll be 20 years this year. And I let that pass, and I shouldn't have because she never learned her lesson. So like that, and that was somebody I looked at like a sister. Like, well, I had known her since I was 12. So family does not get a pass because they don't. They will do it again. They will do it again. Like stealing some, not the business that I work in. If you guys aren't aware, I'm in the finance industry. It is very hard to reestablish like your credit, your identity, all of that stuff. And I watch a lot of stuff about fraud, and just so I can keep abreast of what the industry talks about.
Hmm.
All the stuff that Nesto did, it's hard to you don't get any of that back. A lot of these banks
Hmm.
they don't want to help you because some of it is considered friendly fraud. You willingly gave up your credit card number. Why did you give them your credit card number? You went into a credit card agreement with us. You agreed not to give anybody your card number. You agreed to protect it with all your life. This is bank property. You agreed to protect it. So why did you just release that? So then by releasing it, you gave them permission to use it.
Yeah.
So they look at it like that. Family fraud. Oh, they even look at it where you have to go to the bank and press charges. I mean, you literally do. I mean, not but that you have to go to the police and press charges. Pardon me.
Yes. Yeah.
You have to go to the police and press charges in order for the bank to even try to consider. Like if your son gets on the Xbox system and starts racking up all kinds of charges in on the inside the game, you can't just call the bank and say fraud because they're like, well, who would have, they're going to ask you those preliminary questions, and then they may call you back. It's like, well, this went on for a long time. How did, where was your card at? Oh, well, my son admitted to doing it. Oh, well, there you go. You know, so these people may not get their money back. And then to the Social Security Administration, a lot of these, they weren't set up to help you reestablish or get a new identity or anything, get you a new Social Security number. You can't get like a new Social Security number like that. Once somebody messes it up, you have to go through hoops. And the FICO system is a horrible system. You have to go back and reestablish your FICO score. So all this stuff that Nesto did, yeah, he's serving time, but all these other people have to serve time too because they're
Right.
screwed. They have to
Yeah.
they had to reestablish themselves. Like I don't know what that Gail lady, Gail and Melody and all these other people, they may have been messing around with a married man, but or what they thought was a married man, but he still took their money. You know, it's under the premise of getting them better. Now, could it be their karma for sleeping with what they thought was a married man? Possibly, but they still have to reestablish that. That lady has a disabled son. She could be using that money to do something special for him. To get him in a special programs to help him develop, faster or better. But all I, this case is about Nesto and his crimes and his actions. and he can get they can get mad all they want to because we're interested in it, but this is still true crime,
Let's go
regardless.
like GTD, got the draws. He was gonna get the draws one way or another.
I liked it.
So I think,
All
yeah,
right, I was waiting on Sanders to come up. Last thoughts, ladies.
Oh,
okay,
I'll go.
I'll
Go ahead.
go ahead.
Oh, okay,
If
I'll go real quick.
Well, let me drop the
Um,
link just in case she can't find it. Go ahead.
yeah, it like I said, this is true crime. We're gonna be interested in it because it does affect so many people. And um, with PW, I think you said it about Will Wooten. He's putting it out there like, hey, Shirley, this it probably
Mhm.
wouldn't have been blown up as much if he wasn't married to Shirley and Shirley wasn't on the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Of course, we wouldn't have probably known about it as much, but it could have made the news. Either way, this man finessed and finagled his way into a lot of people's lives and harmed a lot of people. And then he's got some ultra horrible charges that he hasn't been charged with, and I probably don't see him getting charged for that for a while. But this is true crime, so just like with Wade Wilson, Daryl Brooks, any other true crime case, all these cases. We are interested because the public needs to know. This is a PSA announcement about protecting your heart and protecting your pocketbook. So seriously, so Sonya can go kick rocks about all this. We need to get a life, girl. This is money, and and this is entertainment, and this is education. This is educational. How to protect yourself from in the future. When a man comes up to you like this, think about this case. Don't be so quick in your 60s and 70s to jump in bed and jump into marriage with a goofy like this, especially somebody who talks like he came back from the 1890s, like in a time machine, and can't even pronounce subliminal message. I mean, sorry, I'm just saying he's stupid. But thank you, Lady T Bug.
You're
PW, it's nice
welcome,
talking
Vic.
to you. Sanders for that little bit. Miss Boogie
She
down the
back
whole
up here, so
chat.
I'm gonna see if she works. She came back up, and I hope you feel better, Vicky.
Girl, I was throwing up. I was still throwing up today too. So I had to. I, I don't know what I ate, but thank you. I appreciate the blessings.
Sandra's.
Hey, I was just going. I'm like, everybody's so quiet. I must be dropping some deep nuggets. I'm like, ooh, I'm like, oh my gosh. Then I checked, and it's gone. I'm like, oh my
Yeah, we
gosh.
could not hear you at all. We heard you like in the first beginning, and then nothing after that. So you got to rerun
Wow,
it
that
back.
is so weird. I can't repeat all that, but I'm just going to say thank you, Victor DeVille, and Miss Boogie Down for really grounding me in this call. You guys really allowed me to see there were some underlying issues that we had kind of have to look back on with Sonia regarding her childhood. Basically, she did grow up in a very wealthy neighborhood, so she had all the success that she could have to get off to a great start. The education
Hmm.
was there, the support system was there, but somehow she lost track of that. And
Hmm.
you think about in 20s, she was in and out of doing some naughty things according to her. 30s, she tried to revamp maybe and it didn't happen. 40s, same thing. And now she's in her late 50s and she's never really accomplished and been successful in anything so far. Like there's not been a goal set that she's met according to her, because if so, she would have told us, right? In
Right.
2023, I bought my first car, I paid it off. I bought my condo, I paid it off. Something you would have heard. I opened up my own business, it was successful, it was thriving. None of that, right? What we heard was, I'm going to open up this business for a singer, and it never happened because it was all a lie, right? So here you are, 57, 58, and this is the first time you've accomplished a goal, right? And the goal is to stay true to a man that's married and needs your assistance. So I'm going to stay true. I'm going to set this goal. This is going to be my standard, and I'm going to focus in on that. And that is so sad to me, right? That she can set a goal to stand by someone that she has no allegiance to. There's no ties to. There's no emotional connection before she even really discussed with him her future plans with him while he was in jail already. So we're 57, 58 years old, and we have accomplished our first goal. Wow.
Mm.
That to me just resonates on a whole deeper level of being able to do for yourself first before you can even try to do anything with anyone else, right?
Right.
But then on top of that, I think about the fact that if she is where she is emotionally and physically, she is being affected due to the stress of the occasion that she's experiencing, the occasion of getting a summons, the occasion of knowing that people may be stalking her, because she really doesn't know. She just knows that we're on YouTube, but she doesn't know what we say. She doesn't know if anyone's looking for her. She just doesn't know.
Mm-hmm.
That in itself would give me anxiety. That's why she stays in the house. But not only that, if I was that person, I would try to bring any and everything down around me because I'm so unhappy with my life. So therefore, we have the conspiracy theories where everyone is a failure. Everyone is out to, demolish, and something else, the government, the evil one, is going to bring it back up. There has to be this common enemy, right? So if I was that person, maybe I would be like that too. So therefore, the conspiracy theories come from this dark hole of being unsatisfied, unhappy, and unqualified for anything right now. And so because of that, I have been grounded today due to the conversation that you all had that allowed me to not be as triggered by the phone call with the fires and the New Orleans and Katrina.
Mm-hmm.
That allowed me to be grounded to say, okay, this person I really don't like. I don't really have to listen to this call, but if I turn it off, I may miss something. And what I could have missed was there's a person I may meet in my everyday life that's just like Sonia, that's unhappy with their life, and I don't understand why they are the way they are. And understanding that some people will try to drag you down because they're unhappy with who they are and their own existence.
Mhm.
Wow. So
Mhm.
thank you. I just had to say that. I'm done. I,
So
Thank
I,
you,
I said it
Sanders.
so quick. I
PW
was just
nothing
like,
to do with that.
I'm sorry.
PW didn't have nothing to do with that grounding. I'm just asking.
Oh,
I'm
PW,
just asking.
baby girl, you know what? You were the main one, sis. I forgot you were even up here. Your words were so poetic and so thoughtful. They just was etched in my heart, and I just forgot who put them there. Thank you, PW. So thank you. I'm so sorry, girl.
It's okay.
Thank you, Sanders. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Miss Boogie Down. PW, it's your turn.
Yeah, so like I said, the GTD got the draws. I think anything that Nesto does has to be around his goal because in his mind, and truly that has worked for him. I don't know of any woman that has come up yet that he has not mixed business with pleasure.
Right.
And whether or not Sonya would still be there now or be as worried about what he got going on had he not already mixed business with pleasure before the business came ahead. Because that's all she daydreaming about. That call where she was like, "So what that mean? I'm gonna get some in 2 weeks." Like you just worried about him coming to
Right.
you. I'm in your bed, not to establish anything, not to build anything. You looking for what he got to give to you, supposedly that he done gave to you a few times before. So I think that one thing about manipulation that works hand in hand, we all know that comes through, intimacy as well. So he needs to stay right where he is and keep that dangerous ping exactly where it is, as well as his hands, whatever he does with that, and whatever he be doing with his mouth. Because do I think Nesto could successfully run a store in jail? No, because he couldn't
No.
successfully run anything on the outside. He's doing the same thing inside that he used to do on the outside. He's using a woman for his business. If it wasn't for
Right.
something, supplying them pictures, he would have no business. Like,
Right.
can't actually write letters for people. He can't actually do any
Wow.
legal for people. Like, he has no skill set but using women. So yeah, this call was very interesting. So thank you, Lady T Bub, for both the calls. Actually, I heard the whole thing. Um, there is fear. If you out there, you scared of something, or somebody has you backed up against the wall, there's nothing wrong with admitting it. But she definitely tries to pour that in everything else that's going on around the world, as if her own personal world is not coming crashing down right before her eyes. So stay woke, Sonya. Stay woke. All right. Thank you, Lady Bug and panel. I appreciate it.
All right, thank you.
So
All
can I
right,
just say
well, we got
something?
one more, and then I'm gonna read y'all comments and get off of here. Miss Boogie
Uh,
down. Oh, Vic, you still up here?
I just wanted to say one thing, two things. We need to talk about this ASAP Rocky trial because it is hilarious. And
Okay.
second, Kendrick Lamar sure did win those Grammys. I didn't even know the Grammys was tonight.
I don't watch it. I stopped
I
watching the
don't.
movies like 20 years, so I didn't know either.
I didn't watch it either, but it just
I
all
didn't know it was on either.
them superpowers get neutralized. I can only watch in silence. Okay, I'm just saying. I have to quote Kendrick Lamar. So I listen. I just want to say that, like, but yes, this ASAP Rocky trial is a very interesting one. So when you
Okay.
have an opportunity to, there's another Woody, but he's Woody like one. He's like Woody, kind of
You know Woody
not.
was my Bean was my favorite.
I know, but this guy, the one that's in ASAP, the main witness in the ASAP Rocky trial, the alleged victim is worse than anybody in the YSL trial. I mean, just a horrible victim witness. Period. He just wants money, and we have to discuss when you have an opportunity to do so. So
Okay,
just
Vic.
check out some highlights. Let me know if you'd like to discuss.
Okay. All right, Vicky. All right, Miss Boogie Down. Final thoughts.
Yes,
Last
ma'am.
thoughts.
Again, just grateful for content creators like yourself who, even when it comes to briefly, as Vicky was mentioning, like rap artists, what always captivated me is you gotta captivate my mind. Yes, I'm a visual person. No, I'm not trying to walk around with somebody that look like Biggie Smalls. Okay, but at the end of the day, you don't have to be the best looking person for me, but you got to be able to capture my mind. You got
Hmm.
to have something to say. You don't have to be the most well spoken and best spoken, but we got to be able to have dialogue because I love to talk and I believe in communication. I believe communication, if done properly, like anything else, it can resolve a lot of things and it can halt a lot of ignorant situations from even ever prevailing if we just learn how to talk to one another and communicate with one another. So, like I said, I do thank you for providing a platform of not only safety and diversity, but we can agree to disagree and still walk away with our dignity. Nobody is sitting up here trying to insult one another because we don't agree on something. You know what I mean? And it's always a pleasure to be able to not only contribute and help you to build your platform because I really do love what you bring to the table. You become my virtual family, and I mean that sincerely. But
Oh,
really I do, and even the people in the chat as well. It's just wonderful to be able to come together, and a lot of us are women, but we have a few men that come and they put their stamp on it too, and it does give us that different perspective to see how they think. Um, my only thing is with and I've told you this before on your platform, with I try not to focus on Sonia. I think she is in my Evelyn Lozada back in when Basketball Wives first came out. She's a non-mother and the factor. Okay,
I
I try
agree.
not to focus on this woman at all, and I get it. She is part of this story because this man has allowed her to be, and she has inserted herself. But what I will say, as a mother, as a woman of color, I feel like her rejection from her own mother is a lot of what brings her to where she is today. And even when she talked about her own dad and saying how she didn't say anything, she wasn't there, like her sister was the one who helped him out in his last days. But yet you gravitate to men who, even though she said her dad was a successful man, she also said her dad was a womanizer. And this is the type of man that you gravitate to. So it's interesting to me, with my psychology degree that I do not practice, and I focus on my other degree, which is human resources. But the brain has always been something that, like I said, it's fascinating to me. If you got good conversation and you just seem like you're a very well thought out person, you can catch my attention and you can keep it. And I just feel like the empathetic side of me for her, because I'm not sympathetic to her because she chooses at her big old age to do wrong. But the empathetic side to me, as a mother and somebody who had a great relationship with their mom, I do have empathy for her, because she was rejected by the one person who not only gave her life, but is programmed to, like, it's programmed to love you, and she feels rejected by that person. Now, we don't know enough about that whole story to know what was going on with the mom, why she left her children with the dad, or what the situation was. So I don't want to criticize that woman. But at the end of the day, it's the part of me that is empathetic to her, because again, I can't imagine. I have two sisters, one older, one younger. I can't imagine if the most important women in my life or woman in my life rejected me, how I would have turned out. And I think that's her problem with even the sister who held her accountable. She looks at every time somebody either tells her no or walks away, especially as Black women, she looks at that as us rejecting her. And so she's going to throw out her defense mechanism, which is to insult us. But really what she craves is she wants to be hugged by one of us. And I'm not trying to sit up here and get anybody all mushy or whatever have you, but I'm telling you, I really do. I send virtual hugs to her because she's hurting right now. She is a hurting, broken, morally and spiritually woman. And the sad part is that whether she recognizes it or not, or whether she acknowledges it to us or not, she is hurting and she is wounded, and she is not going to get better, because at this age, approaching 60 herself, it's pretty much a done deal. She's set in her ways. And instead of her actually looking at the person within and trying to get that person help, my heart, and the only part of my heart that goes out to the child that is Sonia, it empathizes with her a lot. And so for that, like I said, I'm glad that when I listen to my content creators who are not only well-versed, but educated, I'm glad that no matter what, even though you're entitled to have your opinions, like I'm giving mine now, and you put your spin on it, at the end of the day, the bottom line is that this man is where he is because of what he did and what he put out in the universe. And no matter what we do on this earth, God is a forgiving God, and I believe he will forgive Nesto if he sincerely prays and asks for forgiveness, but you still got to be accountable for what you did. And that's where we get it all mixed up. He thinks that by saying that he loves God and he's praying to God, and God is dealing with you. And that's the problem with us, especially in our community. Hearing no or having somebody turn away from you is not always the worst thing that could happen to you. Sometimes people are doing you a favor, whether you realize it or not. And I don't know, again, what type of woman Sonia was raised by. I don't know this lady. But at the end of the day, her walking away from you may have been the best thing she could have did for you as a mother. And the fact that she just is so bitter and so hurt and so angry that everybody that represents what her mother is, which is a woman of color, she rejects us. It's just sad. It's just sad because you've taken on a life of hating a bunch of people where Lady T-Bug, V. Lenore, Native, these people will probably never meet you and ain't never going to skip a beat in their life, but you so focused on despising so many of us, especially Fran and Nala, the women of color, and Wisdom's daughter and everything, that at the end of the day, you don't even realize that, there's a phrase that people used to say with racism, right? They hate me because they ain't me. She hates us because we love ourselves. We show love to one another. And she can't take that because the one person who was programmed and projected to be the one who loves her in her mind rejected her. And again, I say, I don't know. So allegedly, because we only know her side of it, but her mother walking away from whatever she walked away from that told her to walk away from her children may have been a survival tactic. It may have been that she was messed up. I don't know. But the mere fact that that's the little bit of my heart that reaches out to the child that is Sonia, that is rejected, and hugs her. Because at the end of the day, she is still a woman of color. And no matter what she tries to reject or whatever have you, she too deserves to be loved, but you got to give respect to get it. And once she figures that out, if she ever does, that is my prayer for her. And that's just my prayer for all of us. I'm just glad that I'm on a platform and I'm speaking with somebody who puts out good content. This is not just gossip. Yeah, we are gossiping, but this is good content and this is good awareness. And I thank you for your platform and for you sharing not only your wisdom, but just, your honesty with us as well, Lady T Bug. And thank you. That's all I have to say.
All right. Thank you, Miss Boogie Down. Thank you.
Appreciate you. Yes, ma'am.
All right, bye-bye. All right, thanks, Vicky, PW, Sanders, and Miss Boogie Down for coming up. I'm going to read y'all comments, and we're going to get up out of here. B. Williams, last thought. Karma is finally spinning the block on Nesto and Saya. They are miserable. They are stuck with each other because of their terrible mindsets. Saya and D's and Nesto. Mindset of Saya and Nesto D's, okay? All right. Hey, that was 30 years ago. I was a fool. God was watching over me, I think. Okay, yes, this is entertainment. I know. And I get this may be Nesto real life, but however, he put himself in the situation that he is in, and we know about it, and we're gonna talk about it. Shits, in Wade's case, you need to know how to save yourself. Have a wonderful week, everyone. It is true crime with several other elements that pique my interest. I discern that the wicked spirits and watch the psychological aspect of it. Right. I ain't gonna make no excuse. I'm here because I want to be. That's it. That's all. Who gonna check me, boo, in my Nene Leaks voice? All right, baby. The thing that was offered to me in my 20s. So glad I said no. From being a stripper, running to an escort, my anxiety was working in my favor back then. That's right, a true failure to launch. Thank you, Nestos. I'm gonna come back. Yes, ladies, you preaching right now. This is fame for Saya, right? She famous. Saya is saying, oh yes, Saya is stays in perpetual I'm gonna cycle and she is angry. Okay. Let me see. I think she missed a word. So her goals was settle with a married scamming jailbird with a mush mouth. Wow, my life is great. Let me stop complaining for sure, for sure. I think the real reason Shirley was embarrassed was the world knows. Yeah, she was married to a remedial country bumpkin criminal. Yes. I would be embarrassed too if the world found out I was married to Nesto, knowing he can't speak. He can't put together a complete sentence. He just slow. Child, they are mess. Okay, the anti-blackness triggers me. Okay, yeah, but you are so right. It's like taking offense, yeah, to Alzheimer's patients. Listen, don't let that listen to the messenger. We're not gonna let her offend us because we know she'll know no better. Cut hair. This ish was too funny, egg all over her face. And we can't wait to see what's gonna happen with this. He's so bad at business. Yeah, he is very bad at business. Because instead of him focus on his business model, he always want to tie everything into sex. Focus. You've already opened a business. You got your brick and mortar, but instead of you trying to bring in customers and clients to get their haircuts, you're more focused on the sex part. Oh, that triggers me. Also, in her anti-black woman comments, she is one to be left alone, yeah, with her emotions and not to be bothered by, since she is her own demise. And his rod and staff is purchased. It ain't even his. I have no sympathy or empathy for Sonia or Ernesto. I fear they're reaping from the harvest they've sown. That is true. They're evil and wicked, and Sonia is just rebellious. And Ernesto is just a damn scammer. I agree with that, Nestos. If you got it, got it. It's okay. Just cut your losses and move on before you can't. That's my advice to Sonia. Right. It ain't too late to say, to cut it off and choose you. Black and ugly than ever. However, I stay Gucci down to the socks in my biggest smalls. This is true. I think she started over. I miss being able to hold those 5-hour conversations with my past boyfriend. However, weird stuff like aliens or religions. I love it here. There's no judgment. Thank you. You're welcome. And Sonya ain't off the hook because karma, yeah, coming down her street too. She's gonna get it right. It's unfortunate that she let her past traumas get her into this situation, but she gonna have to take accountability for that. Miss Boogie Down, such a kind word, and I agree. Love the CCs and the professionalism. That's why Sonya's kids ain't messing with her like that. The brain is amazing to study. Sonya Moore. It's not supposed to be like Kenya Moore. That's why I have to catch myself sometimes with Sonya. I have some empathy for her, but she doesn't have empathy for anyone else. That's true. I don't think Sonya's mom rejected them. I think she simply chose another man besides Sonya's dad, and Sonya rebelled against her mom because pictures revealed they had a relationship. And probably, I mean, at the end of the day, she didn't want, I don't know if she left to go to another man or she left and she was by herself and then she eventually met another man. I don't know, the time frame, but we do know that Sonya dad, was Muslim and he had multiple women around all the time. So she probably was just tired of that situation and chose herself. But her choosing herself was not leaving her kids. You know what I'm saying? She left the relationship. But Sonya, being the person that we know she is, she probably picked her dad's side. Adults cheat every day. It's not that deep. I'm with your coffee now, please. Sonya would need to do her own internal work at this point. No one can help her. Right. He's upbringing. His upbringing, I'm empathetic towards, but with Nesto, she wanted us to co-sign her wrongs, and therefore we rejected her. And Sonya's like 16 or 17 when her parents broke up. So it's not like she was 5. Yes, I needed to hear y'all statements on Sonya because where I am right now with everything going on, she has become very triggering for me. Hey, Lady T-Bug and everyone. I have been in the bushes. I'm glad you were here, Complicated. Last thoughts. Good luck. Pieces. Or was that that's cross your fingers for both of them. I am not. I agree, but the mom, to an extent, okay. However, at some point, you have to be responsible for your own healing. He may not allow her. He may not allow her to take them, and he may have been in control of all the money, right? And she didn't probably have anywhere to go. It's no telling. I'm just throwing different scenarios out there. You'll be mad if people were talking about you. It's normal. It is. If I believe what science says to be true, then maybe I'll have an inch of sympathy for her, but I don't believe her. I grew up without a mom because my dad unalived her. I was abused and was a child ex-slave until I escaped as a teenager. I don't sympathize with her. I reached out to Sonya. She rejected my help. I'm so sorry that happened to you, Nestos. I really am. and you're still out here trying to reach out, and help someone else. Sonya Hakes has upgraded to wickedness and no morals of ethics. And thank you for sharing that with us, Nestos. I know that probably was hard for you to do. Sonya rejected my help when I reached out to her because she thought she could change my thoughts about Nesto. She told me, do not contact her again, in all caps. No sympathy or empathy for Sonya. And we know Vicky also, tried to reach out to her on a public platform and receive the same message. Victor DeVale and Sanders, we are queens. Pleasure as always conversating with you, amazing, beautiful women. The psychology of it's fascinating. I've never encountered a person like Sonya and have seen portions of Nesto before. Hell, even Shirley personality is unique. Nestos, this is to you. Wow, that's a lot. And I'm sorry that happened. I'm glad you've escaped and had reached out to try to help others. So I get your point of view for sure. Yes, please send Nestos some love. So sorry to hear that. I'm glad you made it out doing well. And Sonya is crazy. Some people just can't be helped. I agree. Nestos, this is another one to you. I'm sorry again. Yeah, I tried at least reason with her and she rejected it and ran. Yep. And I'm sure, there has been others, but I really do appreciate you sharing your story here. Sonya doesn't like Black women, so she'll never be open to help from us. That's true. Nestos, this is another one for you. My prayers are with you. Sonya don't want help. She's okay with who she is. Miss Boogie Down, thank you, ladies. Same to you. She should feel a way that nobody wants to fool with her. She is just a loner, right? And then what happened between her and her dad? Why you couldn't even go to be by his bedside? Like what's the deal? I agree with you. Accountability. She is grown, but we all, yeah, react to rejection by fam differently. It's all I was saying. But I agree. Yeah, I don't know if her mom rejected her though. She just left her damn daddy. From what I can see, you grew into a beautiful, smart person. Nestos, that was to you. Nestos, this one is for you as well. You are a miracle. Yes, and she has an awesome testimony. Nesto, this is for you. You are the bomb, sis. In my Kevin Hart voice, she wasn't ready. Yep. And Nesto says to everybody, y'all, thank y'all so much. She said, thank you. Pride comes before destruction, and a haughty spirit becomes a fell spirit. Proverbs 16, okay? 18 through 19. God does warn us. Well, she's not a Christian. Complicated. All right. Oh, and another thank you to Miss Boogie Down. Nesto has said thank you to everyone. She really appreciate it. And I thank you again, Nestos, for just sharing a part of your story with us. And still willing to reach out to others. I appreciate that. Sonya alluded in one of the video calls that her mom was inappropriate with her and her sisters. Thank you, Danny Virgo, for dropping in and saying that. All right, y'all. I'm at the end. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all evening. I'm finna go blow dry my hair. Miss Boogie Down, I totally agree. Okay, thank you. Thank you. I said what I said in TX Toy from Nestos. All right, y'all. Good night. I'm finna go blow dry my hair. Uh-oh, I see another comment. Mom's man, sorry. Okay, her mama's new boyfriend that she left. Okay, gotcha. Thank you, PW. Good night. Thank you, Danny, for clarifying that. I thought it was Sonya mom's husband that was inappropriate. Well, it's probably the same person. They probably was boyfriend and then got married.